bit fresher on the thumbnails and the various video elements we got on now. Oh, Brett, you didn't turn on the TV behind me.
I'm sorry.
And Bubba, I believe we are on Twitter today.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Brett has to be in the Macho Man's position because the Macho Man is. Now, I don't know if the Macho Man is borderline hypochondriac or not, but I did see his throat. He did send me a picture of his inflamed, huge throat.
Oh no, it's going around. He needs to get an antibiotic in him. He's got probably a strep.
Well, he did.
Yep.
Well, see, last week he got an antibiotic shot and like a Z-Pack, and he went in it, and it swelled up. Well, hold on. I don't know if he wanted this on the radio or not, but this is, I'm going to show it to the camera. This is the picture that he sent to me of his throat. Let me put it up to the camera.
Delay.
Yeah, there's going to be a huge delay. You guys will see it probably in about a week.
Wow.
Yeah, that's 100%. Those anabolic guys, they really have problems with infections.
Easy.
I don't think he's.
Yeah. I mean,
He's natural protein.
My God, have you seen how much protein he eats? Look at you already. He's a very sensitive man. Okay, so please, no shots at the Macho.
Just because you can't be as big as him naturally, don't be upset.
Yeah, naturally, just because you can't be as big as anybody.
I'm striving for honest size.
I mean, honest to God, like
which I did squirrel you on that earlier.
Oh, hold on, you squirreled me with Anna's voice.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, Anna could probably take you with her skill set. If you guys were to, like, just, roll. If you guys were to do jujitsu.
If it's very specific fighting.
Yeah. Anna, I'm trying to make you win, bitch. So I'm just trying to say.
We're on the street, and all of a sudden, I'm in a gi.
Yeah.
So are you.
You see Anna at the brunch, and she's in her gi. And then, you get you guys have a little bit of an issue, and she says, we can only fight if we start on our knees. Okay? I think Anna could take you. I really do.
Yeah, if she has my back at this point, she probably knows enough to beat me.
Yeah, probably. How much do you weigh?
Ooh, I'll tell you.
Like, how much right now?
Right this moment.
Wait, let me guess.
Yeah, me too. I want to guess,
Can
too.
you stand up for a second?
T-shirt Will, 25 on the Cash App.
Thank you, T-shirt Will. We need it so very much. Let me see here.
I'm going to guess.
Pretty thin.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess maybe 168.
I was going to guess about the same. I'll say 60, 65.
Yeah,
I'm going to say 160.
I'm right at 170.
Oh,
Oh,
Running
nailed
a
it.
little pudgy.
I'm running a little heavy. I'm usually my fighting weight would be like right around 160 to 165.
Now, can I ask you a question?
You're not as frail as I thought you were.
Can I ask you a question?
Thank you.
like when because showtime for you is when you have a trial.
Right.
That's like your pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so do you really make sure you have a fresh haircut? Make sure that you've maybe, really try to diet down a little bits? Like, do you try, is that important? No, but you're in front of the jury and you probably want to look as good as you can.
Yeah, you definitely get, your suits are all ready to go.
Pressed.
Pressed, and you've got, your kind of your lineup of what you're going to wear. You've got your hair done. You're doing what you
get your ties picked out.
Everything, yep. And you actually put thought into it, rather than just a random hearing that you're going to, you actually put thought into
your shoe ensemble. Right? Do you wear the same shoes the entire trial, or do you try to change it up a little bit?
It depends on the color of the suit, but generally I like to wear the most comfortable shoes I can because you're going to be in them for a week.
Right.
So yeah.
Now, does the jury, based on, I know you've done some jury polling afterwards. Does the jury does that matter to them?
Probably not too much. I think it can detract more than it helps.
Like if you're all disheveled and some fat ass and who just was clearly disheveled.
There's
had an ill-fitting suit. Had a David Houston type toupee. Stuff like that.
There's some strategy to that though. There's some psychology behind.
Kind of almost like a Fetterman psychology, a common man,
or just wow, he looks disheveled, but he's got his stuff together. He's making a lot of sense. It's interesting because there's different ways you can do it. The super slick. And that's why even Jay will say he dials it down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
When he's in trial, he has. He
doesn't wear the $47,000 Daytona but he's wearing $47,000 Felipe Papate that nobody really knows that looks like about a $27 watch that you could get at Target.
Yeah, because he
Right?
he still needs to feel pretty, but
Right.
he doesn't need the world to know that he's pretty and rich.
Right, exactly. He needs to feel pretty, but he doesn't need the world to know that he's pretty.
Yeah, that's it. He needs to feel it, but he doesn't need the world to know it. So, you do. And it's tough because each jury is different, right? So you don't know that you're going to get the jurors that care what you look like, or the one that you're going to get that one juror that's like, oh, he's wearing, Salvatore, whatever, Ferragamo, whatever.
I mean, you could roll in
Gucci,
there.
double
You can
Gs.
roll in there and look like $1 million, or you can roll in there and just kind of blend in and look nice and look, prepared, and not go over the edge. And I guess it would also probably have a little bit to do with what type of trial you're in. Like if you're representing a trucker, who, whatever. I'm just saying, like, it probably has there's a lot of intangibles as to how you could potentially dress.
Right. What's your client like? What they're going to be wearing? Like, I've got a jury trial, week-long jury trial in July on a wrongful death case coming up.
And that's probably what you're really knee deep. Are you past the depositions?
We're doing late disclosed expert depots the next couple weeks, but
That's why you'll miss next Thursday, probably.
I've got a couple here and there, but I'm locked in for Wednesday. You wanted me?
Yeah,
instead.
Wednesday for.
Okay.
for
Wait, am I having Dan and Babyface?
I don't think so.
No, Dan's not coming Wednesday.
Oh,
No,
okay. Because
just-
I thought you asked Dan if he could come Wednesday
No,
too.
but Kevin wanted to, and I said he could, and I'm going to have to make that change. I'm going to see if he can
No,
come
if
in
Kevin,
on Thursday.
if Kevin wants, okay.
No.
I was
I'm going to
say,
see
I
if
don't-
Kevin can come in on Thursday because Anna's going to be gone.
Okay.
So I'm juggling all my lawyers, but no, I forgot that Brian had committed, so I need Brian here Wednesday with you, Anna. That's what I need.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, what were you saying? So you got a big jury trial in July. Now, is there any chance after the expert depots that they could? Isn't a lot of times after expert depots you could get a settlement because the other side's like,
Yeah, if their experts do poorly, you tear them apart, and
yours do well.
Yeah, and so it really just depends.
How many experts do you have, and how many do they have?
We only have one. We're relying on the medical doctors on this one for the wrongful death side of things. So they've got to pay doctors to come in and counter what the doctors who actually treated the guy said.
Boots on the ground. You got the boots on the ground,
we've got the
guys.
boots on the ground, and
they
got
have
the
to.
hired guns.
They have to hire these hired guns to come in and refute what the boots on the ground did. So you're probably in a better position.
We like our position a lot, and we're kind of baffled on this one why they
are going so long.
Why they haven't tendered the policy on this one, but it is what it is. You fight the ones you got to fight.
So good luck on that.
Thank you.
I would love if it goes to trial. I'd love to go in and watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love to watch my guys. I love court, and I mean. I've been in it so much that it's real.
Court.
Can I tell you what I like about court? Sitting on the other side of the railing when you're not in trouble. I like sitting in there where there's no pressure, right? Because when you go past those gates, man, that's when the pressure starts coming on, right?
It is fun, but you realize how boring it is at times, and how much downtime there is, and how much procedural stuff that just when you're watching a trial on TV, you don't quite get as much of it. Yeah.
I've been watching court TV a lot, man. They got some good stuff on there. Like they were going through last weekend that OnlyFans girl who killed her African American bodybuilder in Miami. She stabbed him to death. Remember?
Yeah, I saw them in the
while
elevator
ago.
together.
Yeah. That was one.
That
was one of the many videos of when they were in the elevator together, and she just starts doing. George St. Pierre type, hammer throws on him, and he's just trying to keep her off of him. And then she stabbed the hell out of him. Now, isn't that like a whole nother level of rage when you kill somebody, a stabbing compared to a shooting?
It's very intimate.
Yeah, because there's a lot more time, and you're so close to it, and you're physically.
And usually
doing
the
it.
first
You're
stab
the
doesn't kill you,
mechanism.
right? I mean, usually the first hack doesn't get you.
There'd be very few times where the first one takes somebody out.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you stab
I
somebody
can't-
to death, you got to come in 10, 12 deep usually. Right? Which means just all that rage. Like you can't even like you're seeing red and you can't even come to your senses after the first hack. Like, oh my God, what'd I just do? No, you're like, I got to put 12 more in there and I better try to hit the heart. Right?
Well, or get him to get an artery, get him to bleed out. Yeah.
Can you see behind you, Lummy, that Big Red stayed till 10 o'clock? And we're only probably he's coming in. I think Big Red's coming back today to install one more power plug.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
And maybe by tomorrow, well, I don't know. Macho Man might not be here tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I didn't superset was my tonsils. Oh, yeah. They're a little bit weak right now. Yeah, oh, yeah. So I don't know if we can. I don't think we can get our Times Square front part of our stage.
The fascia.
Fascia. I don't know if we can get that rolling or not, but
okay.
it's and look on it. He did it so well that it's like seamless.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought I did not even notice what you were talking about until you just said that.
See that? I mean, Brian. Now there's
screens.
There's
at the front
three
stage.
68 inchers back to back to back, and now we'll start rolling stuff through there too. That's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So when DJ Humsauce is on the 1 and 2s on it, you're gonna have just all kinds of stuff going on here.
Bubba Times Square.
It is. Lummy, do you know if Big Red? Hold on, Red. Can you look down by your feet? Did he get the baseboards done, or maybe he's doing that tonight?
Oh, I don't know.
He was going to put the rubber baseboards in engineering and then the backup studio. I don't know if he got to that or not. It would be as easy as Red as you looking down by your feet and seeing if there's a black rubber molding against the wall.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Going on to
No, he's talking about.
He's talking about
engineering.
engineering.
No, they have to be done tonight.
Okay, they must be getting done tonight. Brian, any chance that you can make the Tampa Tarpons game?
That's June 30th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Are VIPs still available?
Yeah.
Yeah, for you, Brian, of course.
I mean, of course, you. Yeah.
Let me see.
I mean, your baby face.
It's Friday, June 30th.
He's looking through his calendar.
Oh, did you see that link I sent you on the Twitter?
Me?
Yeah,
No, where'd you send it?
your messenger. I'll send it again.
Well, I mean, when you send me a messenger, you have to tell me as it's happening because I got a little bit more going on.
I sent it when I said we're on Twitter.
I'm flying this plane.
No, I understand.
Okay?
But when I said we're on
I
Twitter,
can't worry about drink service in the back. Okay, I'm worried. I'm not. I can't worried about the guy in 6A got a Diet Coke instead of a regular Coke. I'm flying this big 747, bitch.
Okay.
Hold on here. Hold on. Oh, so now we're live on Kick.
Yes.
We're live on Rumble.
Yes.
We're live on BubbaArmyRadio.com audibly.
Yes.
We're live on TuneIn audibly.
Yes.
We're live on the Bubba Army app audibly.
Yes.
Did I mention Rumble?
Yes.
Yes. And YouTube.
And we're live on YouTube.
And Kick.
And Kick. And Rumble. And now we're live on Twitch too?
Twitter.
I'm sorry, Twitter?
Yes.
God.
That would be a violation if you were live on Twitch right now, as well as all those other spots.
Well, they rolled back that rule yesterday.
Yeah, here's the thing about
They took it
Twitch.
back.
Twitch is ruling themselves right out of the business. I mean, Twitch came up with some of these rules a few days ago, and a lot of their big boys were like, out, I'm gone. And Twitch is in trouble.
Well, it's still in their terms until they actually amend the terms. They said, we'll amend them, so they technically could get them. I don't think they're going to enforce it, but until they update their terms and conditions, it's still the current terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, if they're going to go out of their way to catch someone on a technicality, they're just going to dig themselves even deeper than they
and
already
here's the deal,
have.
man. Like it's like they used to be the big dog. Twitch used to be king. That's why we started there in October of 2017. Like they were king. Twitch was king, and then they just got more woker and woker and woker and more rules and more you can't do thises. And then they turned into, hey man, if you're a chick and you want to plunge them up nice and get in a hot tub and practically be nude, that's okay. That's okay. But God forbid, that you, I'm one of the. God forbid that Dr. Diaco, a doctor, talks about an alternative way to treat COVID. That'll get you thrown off immediately. And God forbid, and this is what we said. This is what I don't think this can get us thrown off anywhere we are now. And then the other thing that got us thrown off of Twitch for 2 weeks was, there was two things. One, remember the Ukraine picture?
Oh, yeah, there was a blurred dead body.
Blurred dead body from the CBS Evening News presented by Nora O'Donnell. And we just played,
It was literally less than a second.
Right. And that got us suspended for 2 weeks for gory. Meanwhile, you can watch kids and Grand Theft Auto and Fortnite and all these things, these games these kids play are as about a graphic as you can get. You can
like
have
kill hookers.
You can kill hookers, have sex with hookers, rape them, and the whole 9 yards. But us playing the 6 o'clock lead story on national television, that got us a 2-week suspension. And then the other one got us. We said, hey, we don't have any problem with you identifying as something different. If you're a guy and you want to be a girl, so be it. Wear lipstick. Put it, get some boobs. Stuff. Prosthetics, I guess. But, you probably shouldn't be able to make any genitalia altering surgeries until you're an adult. Once you turn 18, do whatever you want. And you can identify and dress up like anything you want before that. No problem.
What baffles me the most about
that was considered hate speech.
Right. Well, what Twitch did the other day, and what baffles me the most, is that Twitch has been the #1 streaming platform for a lot of years now. They've been around for a while. Everybody knows what it is. And they have well enough knowledge to know that streamers make most of their money through their sponsorships. So rolling out these new guidelines to directly attack sponsorships, like I don't understand what they were expecting.
By the way,
they're burying their own platform.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, Twitch came up with a new deal where if you're going to have, like for instance, we have Get Super Beats, Lummy, the heart shoes, and we do that through an agency, and we the same thing that we did Lightstream and all those other great things. So the personal endorsements that I do. And, those are through an ad agency that gets a hold of me, and, then we do them, and they pay us. And now Twitch is trying, and nobody has a problem with it. Terrestrial radio doesn't have a problem with it because I have a contract stating I can do that. YouTube doesn't have a problem with it. Twitter doesn't have a problem with it. Facebook doesn't have a problem with it. Kick doesn't have a problem with it. Rumble doesn't have a problem with it. TuneIn doesn't have a problem with it. Like anywhere that our show is distributed, heard, and or seen, nobody has a problem with it. You're a broadcaster or a content provider. You have the ability to go out and sell on, while you're performing and presenting your content. You have the ability to sell sponsorship ads or product endorsement placements or things like that. It's your content. Well, now Twitch, they come up with this great idea that all of that has to be aggregated through them, and they
want their cut.
They want their cut. And man, I mean, Rhett, was it an absolute volcano eruption?
It was their Bud Light moment, man.
What was it, Rhett? Was it like their Bud Light moment? It's great, Rhett. You're going to be, you bring up the topic, and then I bring it back over to you, and then you're not available to talk about it.
He's probably dealing with something.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
I mean, they did sign that big deal.
No, I want to talk to Rhett.
I apologize.
No,
Sorry.
If you're going to bring up a topic, and we're going to talk about it at length, and I'm going to refer back to you, what you have to be there.
No, you're right. I'm sorry.
What were you doing?
I had to go handle some stuff up front. I had to clean up something I left in there.
You couldn't wait until 9 minutes from now when we go to words? When you're the one that brought the topic up, buddy? I'm not trying to be a dick, but I mean, god dang, Radio 101, buddy. That'd be like Brian bringing up, hey, I got a trial next week, and then leaving the room. You're like, hey, Brian,
Lummy, what say you?
Can you tell me? Yeah, Lummy, you keep score around here, and Rhett's your best buddy. You two are two peas in the pod. Did he screw the pooch there? Get your get down your scorecard immediately. And I don't know, this might be several different categories.
Oh,
give me the categories that we have.
Currently, we have a pop.
No, that's not it.
Fall on your face.
Hold on. No, that's not quite it.
Slow down. Interrupting Bubba's flow.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Give him a mark. This is multiple marks. This is a major screw up. He's going to be a major minus today. This is Brian. We now score the show much like hockey. You know they have plus minuses.
I remember because of my -8 fall on the face.
And Brian, how long would you be in the NHL if you were a -8 one night?
I mean, if it's a one-off game, but if I follow that up with a -4 and then a -5,
you're in Syracuse. You're in Syracuse, baby.
I might be at the crunch. I may be out of the league.
You might be at the Fort Wayne Comets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is, I think, the cup 2 leagues below the minor leagues.
Well, I might be playing Sporkle next time.
That's a pop.
Yeah, I agree. I'll second that pop. Give Brian a pop. All right, what other categories we got to mess
we
up?
have mess up.
There we go. That was a mess up and interrupt my flow. And we might even put a new one. Pissed Bubba way off. Like, like that's like the pissed Bubba off. Bad. Put that down. Let me piss Bubba off bad. And that's 2 points.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can call that a major violation.
That's
now
a major.
You got major violations in hockey.
Right.
That's
That would be like slashing on the face.
Like Brett just caught a double minor, or was that a major?
That was a major.
Oh, he caught a major.
Yeah. Come on, Rhett. You bring up the topic. You're the one that brought this up to me today. We start talking about it, and then do you just think that you can up and walk away while we're on air? Do you want to be on air? Because if you don't want to be on air, I'll just turn you right on off. It does not matter to me.
No, I thought I had more time than I did. Sorry.
Jesus, you idiot.
My vape pen.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Jesus, thanks, Brian.
Hold on. And I want you to be honest. Was it your vape pen?
No, I had to go clean up a spill. I spilled something in the green room bathroom, so I had to clean it up. I didn't want to just leave it there and then have
You
someone
could have
else
left it there
walk
for
in.
7 minutes. Nobody would have known.
But if someone were to beat me to the bathroom at break, then
Well, transparency is awesome. You could have said, "Hey,
spill in the
Bubba,
bathroom?
listen, I got to take off for a second because I got to go clean a spill up in the green room," which would have flipped me out to begin with. But you would have got you wouldn't have gotten a major on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What is he down 3 right now?
-4,
no,
actually.
-4.
Tell me what he got. Tell
He
me
got interrupting Bubba's flow.
right,
A mess up.
right,
And pissed off Bubba bad.
bad.
And that was a -2.
Yeah, those are all -2. I mean, Brett. Jesus, Brett. 26 minutes into the show and you're already at a -4.
I know it's gonna be a long day.
God, it'd be like Darren Poopa giving up 4 goals in the first 5 minutes.
Poopa.
He did get us on Twitter.
What's that?
He did get us on Twitter.
Ooh, Twitter.
Hold on. Yeah, but that's kind of part of his job description. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, I showed up today and tried to cobble together this crappy show. It's kind of my job.
I love that Lummy loves Rhett so much. He's trying to get him points back.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
You're starting to
appreciated.
piss
Thank you,
me
Lummi.
off,
Oh,
and so when I levy points, you're not like Lummy Cooper over there, and you can start pleading with me, and I
didn't plead at
decisions
all.
are final.
I didn't plead at all.
He's like the players' union after the game,
He's the rep.
negotiating it down to a single penalty.
He is. He's the player's rep.
Listen, just
Trying to deflect my suspension here.
Brian brought some heat on some other stuff, so I was like, hey, positive news. We're on Twitter.
Yeah.
Bubba
You're
already
trying-
mentioned that.
You were trying to deflect me, buddy.
In
is
fact,
what-
that's
is
what got
you
us
were
into this
doing.
conversation that Rhett was so compelled by that he left it.
Right. We were talking about Twitter. We were talking about how they had these new rules, and then Brett brings them all up, and how there's a mass exodus, and everybody's
Twitch.
mad and all that kind of deal on Twitch. Yeah. Boom. I go to kind of expand on it a little bit. Is that the right word?
Yeah, close enough.
There you go. And he's, then I'm like, rat. And he's cleaning up some stupid ass spill. What kind of spill could you have in the green room?
It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Water.
Water.
It's not going to stain nothing. It might evaporate before you get back. Jesus.
What caused the water to spill, Rhett? Now I want to know more about this spill.
Me? I caused the water to
You
spill.
had a bottle
My
of
body
water? You had a bottle of water or what?
Came in contact. Yeah, I had a bottle of water, set it on the counter, and when I went to sit down on the toilet, it fell off the counter, and the lid popped off, so it just all over the floor.
Your ginger ass pubes laying everywhere, everything like that. All right. Well, listen. Hopefully you can do something of greatness today and get back, because a -4 is not acceptable.
Yeah, I hope. That's a rough start.
Because a -4 is not acceptable. Oh.
Let's relive this.
Yeah. Let's relive this nonsense. So anyway, hi. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show, June 8th. Babyface is here today. Anna are you hot, or are you just trying to show
I
that
don't
she
know.
trained shoulders yesterday?
I
you
feel
roll?
weird.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I have like
Are you sick?
intermittent
Are you getting
chills.
sick? Are you getting sick?
I
Oh
don't think
gosh,
so.
no, yes,
Macho
that's the
Man.
way.
You think
Yes.
so?
Macho Man
Yeah,
sick.
she's got strep.
No, but
She's
my
got
throat
strep.
doesn't hurt.
Macho
Oh,
Man
you sound
sick.
it. You sound it.
No, I'm fine.
It'll hurt by Saturday.
No, she sounds nasally. That's the first step is muscle soreness and
Brian,
and,
have you
and
seen her
chills.
nose? She can't not help but be nasally.
No, I
Like,
only
you
have
can't be,
like intermittent
you
chills.
you cannot not be douchey and toothy.
Yeah.
Lummy cannot not be stupid. I cannot not be fat. Rhett cannot not be irritating me right now. You know what I'm saying? Macho Man cannot not be a hypochondriac.
He sure will. 25 on the Cash App.
So I guess Macho Man went to the emergency room, and the doctor said no driving, because they gave him a prednisone shot and Benadryl.
Yeah,
Well,
Benadryl
the
will mess you up.
Benadryl, my ass. I could
Wait,
literally
why are they
take
giving him
15. I could take
steroids and-
15. I could literally take 15 Benadryl capsules and go drive the Daytona 500.
Did he have a reaction to something?
They're saying, the doctors are saying he had a reaction to the antibiotics, an allergic reaction to the antibiotics, and
that's
So they probably gave him IV Benadryl.
yeah,
Like that's right in the main line.
really,
Yeah.
not just the little red cap.
No, not if they think he's having an acute allergic reaction.
Well, he went to the emergency center. I mean, he went to the Brandon emergency room.
Wow.
Here, he emails me. By the way, Macho Man, it's so much easier to text me, because a lot of times I don't go through my emails as efficiently, as I should.
Oh, you.
I kind of ignore my emails a little bit, but yeah, he had an allergic reaction to the B12 shot and the antibiotics they gave him while treating his initial, I think, sore throat last week. Had a reaction to it, an allergic reaction, and so they gave him prednisone.
Prednisone. It's a corticosteroid.
Pack.
Prednisone.
Yeah,
Prednisone?
he
It's
had
prednisone. Prednisone is where you and your boyfriend are going to be in a little bit.
Oh.
right.
Prednisone.
Anyway, they gave him they gave him a Z-Pack last week and a shot, and that might have been too much for him.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. The Benadryl is more for an acute allergic reaction or some sort of reaction that's like occurring right now. It's not for something like, oh, you took that a week ago. I don't know. But they must have thought he was experiencing something in the moment.
They're not letting him drive. I mean, like, what in the hell? You can't drive.
Yeah.
I was like, I can drive on anything.
I can literally pretty much drive on anything. I've even driven on Ambien before where I don't remember I'm driving.
Oh.
Yeah, for real. Oh, I think Anna sent this to me a few days ago. This girl, she's on the
it's
treadmill.
bad.
Was that the morning that you came in and said, why is there some dead guy in my windshield?
No. Hold on, check this out. So this girl, I think this is in a South Florida, fitness center or LA Fitness or something like that, and she's running on the treadmill, and she kind of like falls or something, and then the treadmill sucks her pants off.
It goes from bad to way worse.
It's pretty cool too. Here we go. Watch. Ready? Boom. She's trying to struggle.
No.
Is that funnier than hell or what?
That is pretty
I'm
funny.
going to stop it right when. Ready? Hold on. Boom.
Who the hell works out in tea bags?
Is she in tea? Yeah, she's in tea bag. Well, I mean, boom, and then she pie faces Willie. Let's see how far if it just keeps going. No, she has to
Look at the woman run to her and then run away.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh.
And then if you look, man, she actually pie faces herself like right here. Hold on, boom, boom. Look at that. I mean, that's road rash all day, is it not?
Yeah.
Nice panties, by the way, though. Those are nice panties.
That's what we
Bam.
call in jiu-jitsu a dilemma. Like when someone is choking you and you have an arm bar and you don't know which to address first.
That is a dilemma.
So you're like, do I save my ass or my face? And she went for the ass.
If I was you, I'd always save your ass.
Oh, well, there goes my face. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you walked in with a bad ass, that's fine, but
Bad face.
yeah. Man, poor thing. And then she goes to try
Look
to
at the
pull him
woman
up.
running towards her, then walks away.
Yeah, hold on, ready? And then she's like, "Oh, okay, I'm
Oh,
not
never
here.
mind. Oh, she's naked.
Hold on, boom." Boom. They keep playing it. That's not me. That's them. Keep playing it. She's struggling. Oh man.
Oh man, what a bad day.
That's why I don't like treadmills, man.
What a jerk.
That's why you don't like
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? You are right, Brian.
The problem I have is the guy from the gym who took that video and
Was laughing?
decided
Giggling like a little girl.
I don't know.
But
I know
decided
it's
to
like
share it
surveillance.
publicly. Like, what had just happened? Like, everybody wants clout, everybody wants clicks, everybody wants views. Like, something like that, you show to your friends, you laugh about it. You don't have to embarrass this lady worldwide.
Might want to send it back to me, Anna, because you know what? To me, it looks like that may not be a video. That might be surveillance.
Oh, that was
That's what I'm
surveillance
saying.
camera.
That's
Yeah, that's
from the gym.
surveillance.
So what I'm
camera.
saying is, like, if you're a fancy lawyer like yourself, I mean, couldn't you represent her and say, listen, do you not have a reasonable expectation of privacy while you're in, the gym, or is that their footage? They can do what they want with it.
I think it's a lot different when it's the gym releasing it, and you'd have to look at your terms of service and use, and it would also matter on the state and the jurisdiction where she's in. But to me, just as a human being, like, why do we gotta show? I mean, why? Why does everybody's most embarrassing
because
moment
the
have to be
gym-
public now?
The gym probably made 2,000 or 3,000 on clicks.
She was posting videos of herself,
Oh, now
like it being hurt. So I don't know
Oh, is she?
if
I bet
she
you
asked
she is
for
hurt.
it. Asked
Oh,
for the
Brian,
footage.
maybe her lawyers asked for it, as part of.
The lawyers for what? Tripping over her own feet on a treadmill from being a little bit too square and need to get better
No,
hips?
maybe her lawyers are asking for it because they released it, and they are mad that they released it, and so they got it. And I don't
Yeah,
know.
it
I mean,
looks like
if you were a lawyer and you're representing her for them releasing it, wouldn't you ask for a copy of it? Not that you're going to release it, but nonetheless, you would have a copy of it, would you not?
I mean, it's on her Instagram. It looks
I
like.
think she posted
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Well, if she's the one loving it and she
Yeah.
wants the clout too, then I
Yeah.
guess no harm, no foul.
Well,
I'm
here's the
just
deal. I mean,
over
here
this world.
she's pretty actually smart by the fact that, I mean, she's got a nice ass. She doesn't. It's not like she's some Lizzo looking bitch, which might have been funnier at the end of the day. But what I'm saying is, like,
Those
she's,
pants wouldn't have been able to come
she's-
down though.
Yeah, Lizzo's pants can't come off. I mean, seriously,
Not that easily.
no. You're gonna have to have
Some Crisco.
You're going to have a full-blown industrial strength conveyor belt, that moves moves really heavy engine blocks. You're going to have an engine block and conveyor belt that has that much torque to be able to get Lizzo's pants off of her, right?
Plus, she usually has a flute stuff down there, I think.
Oh God.
All right.
That's a fall on your facer.
I mean, lets you know that Lizzo plays the flute.
I know.
The controversy with Lizzo playing like this rare flute.
She doesn't
It
play
was-
the
it was-
vagina. She doesn't play the vagina flute.
It was,
Brian.
No.
it was the James Monroe.
She's a flautist.
She's a flautist, and she played the James Monroe flute, and people were all
Or
upset
James
about
Madison,
it. James
maybe.
Madison.
It was a former
Yeah,
president one.
James Madison's flute.
Oh yeah.
I don't think the
remember
average
that.
public knows that. I think that's so inside baseball that it's still worthy of a fall on your
The
face.
average person doesn't care until they found out Lizzo was playing that flute in particular.
Yeah.
Was she playing that flute with her vagina?
No.
Well, then
Oh.
it wouldn't be stuffed up her pants. You're insinuating that if Lizzo's pants came off, there would be a flute exposed.
Brian was just trying to make a zinger. It
right,
was-
and instead he fell flat on he fell on his face.
Yes.
So that's what's let me before we go into words. What's the official scorecard?
GD, Bubba has one.
I do.
Pop, Brian has one.
Oh,
Fall on your face, Brian has one.
so he's even.
It's a push.
Interrupting Bubba's flow, Rhett 1. Mess up, Rhett 1. And pissed off Bubba, bad, Rhett 2.
Puts him at a +4.
Yes.
All right.
Quite simply, you're listening to pure filth, and he's damn proud of it. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
We got to keep those things fresh.
Who's like?
Okay.
Keep on. Will you keep on Woody about that?
That's her legs.
Oh, after she fell?
Not that bad.
Lummy,
Yes.
you hear me? We got to get those things freshened up. Like we need 100 of them.
I know Macho said I think he had 40 that he was working on, him and Brian James. Oh,
Well, Brian James isn't working on anything, buddy. He's not with us anymore.
You definitely got to say.
Brad, sorry, Brad. Sorry.
My daughter had it last week.
And I gave him those new audio he gave me yesterday.
All right. Okay.
Just out of sorts. Then the sore throat set in. Then the pustules. 2 days after antibiotic, she was back to normal.
A surprise shakeup in the world of government.
This is fucking wild. New York City.
Oh yeah, the smoke from Canada.
God.
so bad up there.
That's Canadian smoke too.
Yeah,
I
it is.
know. That's how they're gonna get us.
It's even gonna be here.
They've been doing it to Seattle for years.
What was that?
Yankees game got canceled. Phillies game got canceled.
If it'll turn on,
The air
it's
quality
really
is so
funky.
bad. They
Oh.
can't have people out there.
He has a hard time with it every day.
Oh, jeez.
Like some kind of button Willie stuck Jones.
That's why the Rangers are so smart playing drop
There it
back
is.
field.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, okay.
I saw the Blue Jays Stadium for the first time.
So let me, we got our Gary and our Felix in.
Rogers, when were you up there?
I lived in-
Oh, I thought you meant like there. I got you.
Like we drove by.
No, I thought you meant the one in Toronto. The
Oh
Blue
no,
Jays.
sorry. No, I guess it's their spring training facility,
You know, minor league.
minor league. What's Dunedin's team called?
The Blue Jays, but
They
that
also-
is but that is their main minor league training facility. Like that's their state of the art one. They also have an affiliate in Buffalo.
They have a couple, but
Oh yeah, every team's got like 4 or 5.
I wonder if the practice fields are done. I know they're building that big practice facility. What, they got like 19, around 19, somewhere over there. It's one of the last ones not to have everything in one complex.
Yeah,
I think Bradenton's like one.
I still think the Threshers have the best stadium overall. Like the best minor league stadium I've been to, just in terms of the setup and the look and the feel. The Yankees one's cool, but I like Clearwater's.
You know, like that.
Hmm?
Like
No, Merchant Stadium or whatever. That's old.
Yeah, but they redid it. I think in like 2012, I think, or 14. I mean, I'm saying like it has kind of an overview, but they updated it a lot. The 360, you know, like all of them out now.
Yeah,
Which I like Clearwater has that.
they have the grass berm. I think you can get all the way around. They don't have like a concourse, but I think you can get all the way around it.
Do they?
Yeah.
I know they have Frenchies thing, and then
Yeah, I think they have a grass berm in the center, dead center.
Oh.
But I'm not 100 on that. It's been a couple years since I've been there. I'm not a big minor league stadium guy.
no.
No.
Well, I just know them from spring training.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a big spring training guy.
Yeah.
I want to see the guys battling for the last 2 spots on the 40-man roster.
I saw a lot more. Oh, I saw a lot more when I worked there, though. I gotta be able to travel.
The what?
I worked there.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're working there, that's...
That's okay. I was able to go to a good amount of them.
Yeah. I like going, first 3 or 4 innings. That was always fun. And then dipping. Yeah. Good morning, little Wilbur's afterbirth.
Winning the Warriors. I was in sorry.
Bubba's deep into something.
I'm not eating shit, motherfucker.
No, I said you're deep into something.
Yeah, they're fucking trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna talk about next break with you idiots.
Leave that to me, buddy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we are. You're at a fucking -2 right now or something.
No, I'm dead even. But at least I tried. I'm dead even with a point on the positive side. That means I've at least tried to contribute something.
Look at me. Trying to live, man.
You're just trying. You make it through with a 0 every show.
I know yesterday I was definitely in the negative. The day before I was in the positive. It's one break in, man. Give me some time.
Well, I mean, maybe at the end.
They're like a bunch of sharks circling in the water, searching for blood or any sign of weakness, and are ready to strike. This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, T-shirt Will just sent me that there was a Hernando County deputy sheriff struck and hit while directing traffic upon graduation, graduation traffic.
Yes.
And might be in critical condition. So could you keep up on that?
Yes, I will.
Because if we'd happen to lose him, I think the sheriff.
Hall of Fame's Calvin Big Gold gifted 5 subs on Kick.
Oh, thank you.
Citrus County.
Oh, was it Citrus County? Figure out
critical condition after being struck. Yeah, I'll look into it though, see how everything's going, and I'll talk to T-shirt Will.
And if I have to go up there and scratch out a check because let's hope that let's hope that he makes it. It is Citrus County. Let's hope that he makes it. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know that they expanded the move over, get pulled over law in Florida? Now it's for any disabled vehicle on a road that has 2 or more lanes.
So it's not even like it has to be a police officer there with emergency lights on it. It's just like any car that's on the side of the road, you have to slow down. I think it's 20 miles an hour below the speed limit and make every effort to get into the other lane.
Yep.
So if you cannot get into the middle lane, they're on the, let's say that you're heading towards Ocala on 75 North, and they're on the far right lane with a broken down car or a change in a flat tire or, whatever. They're on the side of the road. And it used to be where if it was a wrecker or some type of emergency, a wrecker or a police officer or something that a fire truck, then the rule is, and I know it well, is that you have to slow down. If you cannot get over, They first want you, and Brian, see if I recite the law correctly, but, in my own little Bubba way. The first option is state of Florida would prefer you to get into the middle lane or the far left lane, like not be in the lane that's going to be closest when you pass them. If that's not possible because traffic's, you just can't get over, then they want you to reduce your speed at least 20 mile an hour below the posted speed limit.
That is correct.
And so what I do, man, if I'm, and because I'm always trying to be respectful for cops, and if I can't get over, then I don't go 20 mile. I go like 40 mile an hour slower. Like I really, really, like it's 70 on, isn't it 70 on, isn't the speed limit 70 on 75?
Yeah, most parts of it, yeah.
I'll try to get down to like 30, 35.
Daryl Bronson, 10 on the Cash App, and Gary the Cantrell gifted 5 subs on Kick with Hall of Fame Big Red 20180 gifted 10 subs on Kick.
Thank you all you Hall of Famers. By the way, we'll be having the Hall of Fame discussion here soon.
Ooh.
As we start roughing in Barp. I'm also going to, I think, Lummy, the hotel rate this year in the host hotel is going to probably be a little bit easier than it was last year because, Barp is always the first weekend of the NFL wild card. And for years, Martin Luther King weekend. But for years, for years prior to Tom Brady, we didn't have to really worry about hosting a game.
No.
Well,
since
we've had Tom Brady for the last 2 or 3 years, we have had, that's the weekend of when the Bucs are playing a home game. And so these hotels have been reluctant to give us a decent room rate or even block out a section of 30 or 40 rooms because they got Eagles or, crazy ass fans. They're going to come in and pay $310 for that room because, they're here to see their team.
Yep.
So I think, I don't know if Baker Mayfield's going to be, if you can instantaneously, I mean, with Tom Brady, Brian, I think you would agree. When you got Tom Brady as your quarterback, especially that first year, you're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, you're dialing it in.
I mean, you're in.
Yeah.
You're at least a wild card. I mean, you're going to go 10-7, 11-6. Tom Brady's going to win you 6-7 games alone.
Yep.
I mean, what is that baseball? That WAR wins against
above replacement.
Yeah, which isn't that now, Brian? I was talking about it yesterday. Isn't that kind of like the big number that they use? Like that's kind of the big algorithm that shows you your value.
Yeah, it's part of the advanced, the advanced analytics.
Metrics, if you will.
It's actually,
It's like there's no way around it. The way they compute it, and did you know that Franco for the Rays currently is the number 1 rated WAR guy at like 3.4 or 3.6? Did you know that?
Is he above Ohtani?
Yes, he's above Ohtani.
Okay, well, Ohtani,
I
you
think
got to add his pitch WAR, his offense WAR, his defense WAR all together.
Well, I'm just saying, look into it. But I think that Franco is like 1/10 ahead of Ohtani.
No, it's currently, I believe it looks like it's Wander Franco and then Marcus Seaman.
Yeah.
But hold on. Am I right nonetheless, Lummy, when I say that Franco is number 1 in the league at a 3.4?
Yes, you are correct.
And so, I'll do you one better. I think every Rays starter, and I've been into baseball lately. I've been watching a lot of baseball lately and paying attention and reading and things like that. But I think the Rays maybe. Who's the team in the East that's doing? I mean, in the American League,
Texas, and Baltimore was, but Baltimore's coming back down.
They've lost 4 in a row.
David White, 20 on the cash app.
But I think I think that the Rays might be the only team in the American League that has every starter at least a .1. Most teams actually have some starters that are like a minus .1 or a minus .2 or a .00. But I think every Rays starter, and the only guy that's a negative that plays every once in a while is the backup catcher.
Yeah, Mejia. No, and he's not. I think he's actually 0. I think the only negative right now on their roster, on their active roster, is Vidal Brujan. He was a minus .1 heading into last night's game. Every other Ray position player was 0 or better.
So am I right on that too?
Yeah.
Every guy, and I don't know that any other team has their starting not 8 because the pitchers don't. Do pitchers get WAR?
Yeah, they get WAR as well. Yeah, so that's why I thought Ohtani would have been higher, but no, you're 100% right. Wander is running away with the WAR this year.
Yeah. Did they really knew he was going to be that good?
Yes, that's why they gave him a massive deal. And he took it because it's guaranteed generational money for his family. But man, he undersold what his value looks like it's going to be.
He's a $30 million a guy next year, is he not? With these stats. With these stats, he's well on his way. And his next deal that but by the way, we just locked up his next deal.
We locked him up for 10 years.
But I'm saying, but I'm saying normally he would have had a deal here in about 3 years, right? From his rookie deal would have been over and we would have gotten the second deal. You can get 2 or 3 deals before they become like you can't lock them down anymore.
He would become arbitration eligible. So they would have to arbitrate, and then there's a range for what his value it would be. It's a complicated system that Major League Baseball runs, and it's based on service years and time and plate appearances. The
Rays did the same thing with Longo.
Yes,
they did the very, very same with Longo.
Essentially, but it was even quicker with Longo. Or right around the same time. They signed him as soon as he came up.
Yeah, it was exactly around the same time.
Yeah.
They both just came up in that last
and so what they do, it's big money for Franco right now.
No, he's not even. Like this year, he's $2.5 million, but it's way more than he would be getting. He would be league minimum. It escalates to the max he'll make in a season with the Rays contract. 2032, $25.45 million.
Which he'd be worth that in about 3 years. What I'm saying is
he'd be worth way more than that. With the way Major League Baseball contracts are going, he's probably a $40 million a year guy.
I mean, if you look at like a Mookie Betts or a guy that has a WAR, the last unrestricted free agent that had a WAR over 3. What kind of money did he get?
Well, at this point in the year, his WAR for the season is going to be much higher than that. That's just through this point.
But let's say 4. Let's just say 4. I think those guys were getting $30 and $40 million deals.
Yeah,
guys with WARs over 4.
And some of them were getting overpaid a little sooner than they should have been. Mm-hmm. But that would be the fear, right? Is he just going to have 1 year? Is he going to stay healthy?
So we got him locked up for 10 years, don't we?
Well, yeah, they'll probably
rework it.
Well, they do on Evan Longoria, where he gets 10 years from now, as he's getting a little tired, and he's on his last year of his contract with us. We then off him to a team.
Oh,
That's what we do, is it not?
They would probably, if they're looking to trade him, they'd probably trade him in 2031. While he's
2 years before his.
But that's only his age 30 season, man. This kid
in age 30, man, a lot of guys are just coming into it. Right?
And by then he'll have earned over $100 million.
Yeah, well, then the next player that we got to steal on is Shane McClanahan.
Yeah.
He's only making like $600,000, probably one of the best baseball pitchers right now.
He's the odds on Cy Young.
Nine
right
and 1 with a 2.02 ERA.
How many years do we got Yanni Diaz locked up for?
Diaz, I don't think we have him signed long term.
I think he only has 1 year left.
I think
he's in his 30s though.
This and next.
Yeah, this year and next year, I think, is all we got left on him.
But McClanahan,
where'd we get him from?
Guardians.
Yeah, he was a part of a trade with the Cleveland Indians. Cole Souser to the Tampa Bay Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays sent cash to the Mariners. The Rays sent Jake.
Not the manager. The actual physical dollars. Not Kevin.
Yeah. The Rays sent Jake Bowers to the Cleveland Indians, and the Mariners sent Carlos Santana and
his guitar.
And then they also got Edwin Encarnacion.
And now Jake Bowers is on the Yankees.
Whatever happened to that dude that we sent to the Pirates and then Archer? Whatever happened to him? Remember, he was supposed to be all that.
He came back to the Rays 2 years ago.
And flamed out there too.
Well, Bart, what do you think Shane McClanahan's going to get for arbitration next year?
We have his rights, right? So like it can't be arbitration. Brian, is never really that scary, is it?
Well,
because you're still young, and they're not going to give you a ton of money, even if you lose arbitration. It's usually only a couple $1 million difference, isn't it?
So he's older because he played for USF and he was drafted the second go through.
University of South Florida?
Yeah, he's a South Florida guy.
He is?
Sugar Shane, yeah.
And so how old is he?
He's 26.
All right, but
I'm saying it's not like he's
How about years of service though?
He's only on his second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we signed him to what kind of deal you think right out of the box? I mean, the 5-year deal?
No, he has on a league minimum. He's making $737,000.
Yeah, but we have his rights, don't we?
Well, he's arbitration eligible for the first time next season, and then he cannot become an unrestricted free agent until 2028.
All right. So at that point, we have the power. We have the negotiation power with him. How about Glasgow? How much longer do we got him?
Now they signed him to a 2-year deal. They've got him this year and next because he was coming back from Tommy John, and it wasn't. He's one that's very injury prone.
I see them shipping him out for more prospects.
He's got a big number too, doesn't he? He's got a big number. He's got 8 or 9 million.
It's 15, I think, actually.
Yeah, we got to get rid of him.
No, they'll probably trade him like they normally do and go get like 4 more Wander Francos.
I don't.
4 more Wander Francos. I'll take that deal all day.
Yeah.
And Glasgow hasn't been that impressive in his last couple starts, has he?
No, he's just come back from Tommy John and from an oblique strain, an abdominal strain, and his first start was his second start was a little better. So we'll see how the third start goes now.
Just warning you, we're going to talk about sports a little bit, Anna.
I'm aware.
Poop or something like that.
So the Rays actually got him for $5 million this year, but they owe him $25 million next year.
Glasgow?
Glasgow.
Yeah,
which is why I think they're going to dump him. Hopefully he has a pretty decent year.
They'll probably dump him right after the All-Star game, or will it be before?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how they handle that. One player who may be on the market, and if the Rays are looking to trade, and get somebody, because Glasnow, he's signed through 2024, so you get another year of him at $25 million. Shohei Ohtani is going to be available if the Angels fall out of playoff contention.
We can't afford him.
You can for
1 year.
3 months.
Yeah,
3 months.
I was going to say
it's 3 months of Shohei, and if you're gonna move away from Glass now,
unbelievable.
That's a good point, Brian.
If you're gonna move away from Glass now, that's a chip that you can trade. If you're gonna move away from him, you've got some kids in the minors. If the Rays think that they can win the World Series this year, why not do that?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then he's an unrestricted free agent after the World Series.
He's gone. He's signed with the Dodgers.
But
it's almost a done deal
for $50 million a year.
They're talking maybe $60 million a year.
Because there is no hard salary cap. You just pay a fine.
Yeah, and the Dodgers have been trimming their payroll the last 2 years. They're down to like $250 50.
Well, the Dodgers is
240
ran by
million.
Silverman, who was the main guy here. The Dodgers stole our guy away.
Yeah, but they've been trimming their salaries the last few years, getting ready for Ohtani.
Yeah, and the Rays have done that in the past too, where they'll get a guy in just for a couple months and then release him. But at least that gets rid of that glass out $25 million.
I got to tell you though, man, Brian, the Rays are scrappy, are they not?
They are.
Not hold on, not only on to watch, not just to watch, but just their management and their front and their general manager and the front office, man, they are fighters, are they not? Don't they say that doesn't all reports say that we have the best minor league system?
The scouting, the advanced scouting that they have, and the talent evaluation, because all the owners are Wall Street guys. So whatever algorithm, whatever programming, each team now has spent so much money on analytics.
Kind of like how much money we spend on TVs around here?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And in-house analytics, they're coming up with proprietary stuff because nobody wants to just be using what everybody else in baseball is using.
Speed off the bat, velocity, angle, all that kind of deal.
Every single measurement that you can measure, and so they've been doing that. They had a head start on everybody. They've been doing that for 8
since
years
Silverman
now.
got here.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a while.
And the
Silverman was a big Wall Street guy, and he came down here and came up with his own his own algorithm and his own set of parameters, some of which were brand new to baseball. And he just plugs and plays, and he sees what your value is, and when it's time to trade you, and when you're getting paid too much. Like the Rays will not overpay for a player unless it's a rent a player for a few months, right?
Well, you also got to think about Andrew. Was it Friedman?
Yeah.
He was a big one, but the positive thing with
Matt
the Rays,
Silverman, Andrew Friedman, they've all left, because I think the Dodgers got one of them. I think Boston maybe got one of them. Atlanta got one of them.
I mean, just look at a deal. Okay, look at a move like they made.
Wait, Silverman's still here, I thought.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah. I think you're thinking of Andrew Friedman. That way now he's with the Dodgers.
Right. And then didn't the Braves get one of our guys?
That's what I was going to say. Is that
every team that's doing good are Rays front office guys.
Well, and that's why they have a good relationship with a lot of different major league teams, which makes it easier to trade because a lot of those guys, they came from our organization.
Our guy Silverman can call up Friedman and the Dodgers and be like, hey buddy, don't forget when my office was just 2 doors down from you, kid. We used to go down to Ferg's for lunch and see the chicks.
Yeah.
You want a perfect example of how much smarter the Rays front office is.
I'm sorry. You know what? My filthy ginger, I didn't have your slate on, and I'm sure that you could have participated in this.
I was trying. It's all right.
All right.
Clean up on aisle 5 there, buddy.
Yeah, it comes with the territory.
Yeah. You're in a little timeout. Now you're back.
So the Austin Meadows trade before the 2022 season.
And everybody thought he was going to be the man.
Well, not only that, but so the Rays were loaded with outfield talent. The infield, at the corners especially, not so much. Mm-hmm. So the Rays trade for a guy nobody's ever heard of, Isaac Paredes, younger guy, bigger guy, but no real track record, right? Austin Meadows has a negative .1 WAR since they signed him, since they traded him away, and now Isaac Paredes this year has emerged as one of the Rays, better, more surprising players.
What's his WAR number?
His WAR this season's 1, which is great.
Yeah.
Because he's not an everyday player.
And Meadows is hurt a lot.
And Meadows isn't just hurt. He's been out of
Was Meadows the guy that could pitch too?
No. Austin Meadows had a lot of power.
Who was
Brendan
the guy?
McKay.
Yeah. I remember I was watching a Rays game one time, and they bring this guy up from Biscuit, the Birmingham Biscuits or whatever the hell they were.
Montgomery Biscuits, yeah.
And he's a hitter and a pitcher.
Yeah, he was Ohtani before Ohtani was Ohtani, but he ain't Ohtani.
But is he still in the league?
He's in the minors still. He has suffered a lot of injuries. Him and Brent Honeywell.
What was the guy's
one.
name?
Brendan McKay.
Yeah.
Brendan McKay. Do we still have him?
Yeah.
He's still in our system.
Yep.
But wasn't he? He was a home run hitter and a pitcher, was he not? Or at least a pretty good hitter.
Yeah, he's a lefty, which
now
helps.
When you have that, Brian, do you just drop your DH for the day? Like if you got a guy that can pitch. You're in the American League, and you got a guy that can pitch and hit. Do you just drop your DH for the day and put your pitcher in there?
Yeah, you could allow that. You could do that. Most teams don't want to take the chance of
torn a hamstring when they're running,
or getting hit by a pitch.
Yeah.
He hit some guy, and now they're getting.
Yeah,
revenge.
I mean, if you're the opposing team, you're like, man, you got to plunk the pitcher.
I mean,
right?
They lose a lot if you take him out. So,
and you know what? If he's left-handed, I mean, you try. Well, I guess if he whatever way he's batting, you're probably not going to be able to hit that arm. You're going to have to hit his opposing arm. You're not going to pitch. You're not going to be able to hit his throwing arm.
No,
but yeah, you don't want
his throwing arm is going to be his arm that's behind him. It's not going to be the arm facing the pitcher. His throwing arm is going to be the arm, that's in the back, to speak.
But you don't want, like Lummy said, pulling a hamstring in the first or second inning, and now you've got
Who's the last guy in the league that was a threat on both sides of the ball? I mean, like as far as pitching, and he was a hitter. It probably was a National League guy, right? It was probably a National League guy. And who was the last, pitcher that was really a good hitter too?
Who was that? There was somebody. I think he was on was it the Mets for a while? That as a pitcher was a really good hitter.
I was gonna say particularly Cologne, but I know that's it.
No.
Can you imagine if you had a pitcher that had an ERA under 2 and he hit 20 homies as well? That'd be an $80 million a year guy, wouldn't it?
That's Shohei Ohtani almost.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a 2.7 ERA guy, and he's out there just doing everything.
But I mean, they don't care. They let him back.
Mike Hampton.
Yeah,
Mike Hampton was a pretty
but
good.
They let him
Rockies
back,
and
don't
the
they?
Mets.
From Tampa, I believe.
Who is?
Mike Hampton was one of the better. He wasn't a true two-way player.
When was he in the league?
2000.
No, he was probably like 90.
Lummy, if he's still in town, if he came back to Tampa, man, I'd love to have
Crystal River.
Crystal River.
Is that where he lives?
That's where he's from.
I'd love to have him. Brian, wouldn't you love to do a podcast with him?
Oh, it'd be cool.
Me and you?
to talk about the mentality of a.
You too, Lummy? You know sports?
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Bring that guy in here if you could.
Yeah, I knew he was from Florida. Probably the Nationals hang out with him all the time if he's still in Crystal River.
Yeah, no. The Lightning, are they really, really, really enjoying this rest? I saw an article about Vezekowski or whatever the hell.
Vasilevsky.
And he was like, man, my body just let me down in the second half of the season. And he lost like 8 of his last 12 games.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I just couldn't. I did not know my body the way I needed to know it. And it just pretty much, I wasn't letting it recover like it needed to. And Vasilevsky, since I forget what, maybe since the bubble, had played like 17,000 minutes, and the next closest person in the league had played 14,000 minutes. So he's played 3,000 more minutes than the second place guy in the league.
And essentially an entire extra season over the course of 3 years.
Yeah,
an entire extra season.
Are the Lightning gearing up to lose Alex Killorn?
Oh, they can't. There's no way they can afford to re-sign him. Not without moving pieces. There's just no way. They don't have the money.
Did they restructure Stamkos this year or no?
You can't restructure in
He's
the
only
NHL.
got a year left,
and
I think.
you can't restructure. It's so frustrating.
So you mean he gets his full 9 or his full 8.5 this year and next, and so you couldn't go this year and say, listen, we're going to restructure it and we're going to give you 6 more years, but these 2 $8.5 million years are going down to 6. And then we're going to give you, 5 the other 3. So it's a 15, $32, $33 million deal.
Nope.
And we're getting you, and we're not paying you 8.5 anymore. We're going to knock you down to 5.5 or 6, but you're going to retire Lightning.
Yeah, no.
Or does he go to the open market and get 10?
No, he's not going to. He's not going to leave. He'll probably stay here.
Will he take less money?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he will.
Just for the team?
He'll take a team-friendly deal.
What do you think? Is that 6? Is that 7?
No, probably 5.
Really?
Yeah, I think they won't be able to afford to pay him that much. And even then, it's going to be a stretch to field a team.
And Killorn's gone. There's no way we can keep him.
There's just no mathematical way that they can afford Alex Killorn, and it's Alex's last chance to get paid. So unless Alex is like, I'm good,
What kind of money has he made up until here?
He was making like $4 million a year.
But is he a
5? He was right 4.75
on the open market? Is he an 8-9 guy?
No, he's not that big of a guy. He's
6,
probably
7?
a 5'6" guy, but the Lightning can't afford to give him 5'6". So if he was going to stay with the Lightning, he's got to take like 2.5.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
See, he signed his big deal with the Lightning in 2015. I think it was 2015 or 16. It was a 7-year deal. His salary that year was $2.7 million. It has gone up since then, but
He was 4.45 mil. So this is the way the NHL does it.
So it has gone up since then, correct? Thank you, Brian.
They don't stop. They don't play games with the cap hit is based upon the total years of the contract divided by the total amount of the contract. So in the NHL, you can't play games with escalating.
You can't
salary.
play a guy $2 million one year and then $9 million the next for the kicker.
They take it. Your cap hit, which is what matters when what we're talking about, what they're going to re-sign for here,
is years
the average,
divided by money.
The average
money
annual value.
So my statement was true.
So $4.45 million.
So you told me my statement was
your
wrong.
Your statement's irrelevant. His average, he's made
but
like.
my statement wasn't incorrect.
The last thing I need is you two bozos arguing. Okay, if I'm not part of the argument, it's not an argument.
I'm already -4. I'll
30.
I'll throw the
back it
towel
down
in.
a notch.
He's made about $40 million in the league, and so the question is, how much more does he want? How much more does he want? Does he want to make an extra 10 or 15, or is he okay making an extra 5?
Yeah, and also the Lightning do have the advantage of saying, listen, you can make, $2 more million in Montreal, but how about taxes? I mean, right, we do have that. I mean, a player can save $1 million a year just on living in Florida. Big guys.
Versus California and some of these other states even more.
Yeah.
And Canada especially. And, what the Lightning could offer him would be like $2 million for the next 5 or 6 years. So you're still going to make the same amount as you would make in 2 or 3 years, but we're going to guarantee you 5 or 6 more years in the league. I don't know if he'd want to take that. I don't see a path forward with Alex Killorn.
We're running way late, and I still got to talk about the PGA Live deal and my Packers. Lummy, I'm hearing, honest to God, I saw this from a reputable source that Jordan Love is, and it was quoted, has thrown some nice balls in camp, but more ducks than anything.
I've seen the same exact thing.
That he's throwing ducks
after ducks.
And then I saw a little piece on Rodgers. Did you see that little drop that he threw in the end zone? Yeah. Perfect. I'm like, they're oh yeah.
Rodgers gonna have a really good year. He's gonna have that bitter year.
I'll get Brian's insight on that as well.
Well, explain yourselves. Just like a 6-pack of cheap Yiddish beer.
Doesn't surprise me. You look like a typical low-life character to me.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Oh, I'm sending you a picture. I just got it from our buddy, Tony.
Oh!
He said, thank you so much. She loves it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that is cool as fuck.
And he said, tell Anna, God bless.
With the cross on his arm.
Oh, yeah, with the God bless kicker. Oh, wow. You know who that is, Brian, don't you?
Is that the guy that called in?
Tony Mandrich.
Ah.
Did you say the guy that called
Tony
in?
Mandrich.
Come on.
Fucking Tony Mandrich.
Okay.
I don't think Brian knows who Tony Mandrich is.
I do.
You've got to know.
He was an offensive lineman for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, the Packers could have gotten Barry Sanders, and they took Tony instead.
What?
Who else?
I don't know. The Giants?
No, hold on. You don't
know the biggest bust?
Stop.
I know that he was drafted.
Hold on. You're not familiar with the infamous...
I know that he was drafted by the Packers, and he could have had Barry Sanders.
Now let me finish.
Is this a
Shut up.
No, we're not on the show.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you right now, are you not familiar with the most infamous draft in NFL history, the '89 draft?
Of course I'm familiar with him getting picked over Barry Sanders.
Are you familiar with the top 5 picks?
Not all of them.
Okay, then see, you don't know.
Is Bosworth in there?
4 out of 5. Look, I'm going to give them to you. 4 out of 5 were Hall of Famers. It's the greatest draft in the history of the league. Number 1 was Aikman. Number 2 was Mandrich. Number 3 was Derek Thomas out of Kansas City. No, number 3 was Barry Sanders.
Yeah, number 3 Barry Sanders.
Number 4 was Derek Thomas, and number 5 was Deion Sanders.
Yeah, that's a hell of a lineup there.
He was a cool guy.
And that's, you know what though, that the top was great. The rest of the first round.
No, there were some pretty good ones. I think Andre Rison.
Second round wasn't bad.
Yeah, Eric Metcalf.
Yeah, I mean that was one of the. If you look at the draft overall.
Yeah, definitely the top four of the top 5 there. You very rarely see, but the rest of the first round, kind of underwhelming.
Probably he says he's been listening too.
Really?
Yeah, he catches it on like a YouTube replay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fucking A, man.
We picked up a fan, Tony Mander.
Did you see the photos? So Troy Aikman's getting divorced again. Did you see the photos that his new chick posted?
No, can I get him?
Oh my God!
I was just looking at him.
Anna, send him to me
Smoke
immediately.
show, Bubba. You would die for this woman.
All right, well, then Anna needs to get him somebody.
You would die for this woman. What?
How much does he make on Fox?
He's like.
Oh, no, Amazon now.
He's like $20 million a year guy, but
I'm looking at it right now.
he's got $20 million a year pussy right now. I'll tell you that.
She's 34. I thought she was younger.
But she's
Smoke show. for
She's a
sure.
smoke show.
No.
He's like
What's her name? Haley. I'll find her. Haley Clark.
Barlow.
And how old is she?
34. But he's 56, so there's a bit of an age gap there.
Really?
Yeah, if you scroll down, you can see more pictures of
As
her.
long as you're subscribed on YouTube.
It's hard. She's always. Yeah, there you go. Clark is 22 years.
Follow us on. You subscribe on Kick. You follow us on Twitter.
I'll find more
Follow us
of
on
her.
YouTube too.
Yeah, maybe send to her Insta.
Yeah.
Now hold on. Okay, so the girls that he's tagged, this is his new girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't. Hold on. It's hard for me to find her because she got kind of a basic ass name.
Haley is her name or something?
Haley Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's saying it's not available on mine, but maybe because I deleted my channel. Not deleted, but deactivated. So maybe Bubba can get it.
But they have the article that has all the photos she tagged on vacation.
Yeah, but we want to see her face close up. Yeah, she's very attractive.
The rumor is that's how his wife found out that that they're actually done. Is she saw the photos of him with her in.
Okay, we'll do that. But then, can somebody send me a picture of his current wife?
There's pictures in that article I sent you. The Kappa chick or whatever. She goes by Kappa.
Catherine Moody.
Kappa Aikman.
Motion movie.
Yeah, she was Mooty.
Here's her Instagram. Wait, can I just click on it now?
Let me. We're the number one we're the number one show right now in just chatting on Rumble.
Awesome.
So I believe this
But they don't
is-
give us any front end Willie or fucking nothing.
Well, that would be something we'll talk about today.
That's his wife or ex-wife.
Okay, I can see why he dumped her.
Oh my god!
She was getting long in the tooth, man. When you're a slinging D like Troy Aikman, you got to keep it young and fresh.
You know, he doesn't know how long his brain's gonna be still good for her.
Is he got hit in the head a lot?
I mean, he was a quarterback in the 90s.
I don't know.
He got fucked up.
He retired early because of
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
fucked up back then. Yeah, they were sitting ducks.
He was like, you can see him on the sidelines, he looked like Arnold in Total Recall, just his eyes were just bulging out, fucking losing it.
This is his third wife. His first one was
Bonnie or
oof,
whatever.
Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
I mean, we
He's
got
very
like
attractive.
700 on Twitter.
Yeah.
We're
Looking
at
good.
435 on Kick.
Previously on
In a country somewhere in the third world, the CIA is using this broadcast as torture to extract information about terrorists.
On your shoulders and legs with Craig the Bulldog, your cardio, abs, calves.
He thinks Evan is doing his patriotic duty.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure, too.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Angelica Lauren, Queen Lover of the Throne. Won't you have me? I'll put you in the zone. You'll be blowing on my phone saying, baby, I want to come home. There's nobody tighter, wetter, or better, right?
Lovey has informed me, and he sent me a picture. This is so cool. I got to send this to my dad. Tony Mandrich, former Packer, former Colt. the second overall pick in the 1989 NFL Draft. And some people, there's been 30 episodes, and there's been all types. He's considered, and if you really know his career and how he went back and did, I think, 2 or 3 years with Indianapolis and was a starter.
Yep. Yeah.
Then he's not nearly the bust that they want to make him out to be. He did bust in Green Bay because he was so highly heralded and marketed. And we had Tony on the air a couple weeks ago, and he was just so transparent, and it was such a great interview. And so we sent Tony a Bubba Army shirt, and he sent Lummy back a picture of him wearing it. There it is, right there. And he told Lummy that I catch the show. I listen to the show on YouTube or watch a YouTube replay.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool, man.
Yeah, he's out in Arizona, so he's a couple hours behind, but he says he tunes in when he gets up.
So, Lummy, let's have him on like another 4 weeks just to shoot the crap with him again.
Sounds good.
And that's pretty cool. Lummy, we need to do more of that. We're like a big times, with all of our numbers, all of our digital numbers, and all. We're really, we're kind of important.
And having Twitter back, that really helps.
We got like almost 700 people live on Twitter as we speak.
Woo.
We don't have that sexy big FM station in Tampa, but my God, our platform triples anybody. Even you could be the number one guy in Tampa right now, and you don't have, half of what I got, if digitally. Boy, Red, I want to leave your mic up, your slate up, but it's so dirty. Can you hear how dirty it is?
Yeah, if you want to leave it down, it's okay.
No, I'm just going to leave it up. We'll deal with the dirtiness. I think people would rather have the ability to hear your stupid ass chime in from time to time and deal with a little bit of just a. Most people can't hear that. If I keep talking enough, and my boys, are right there with me to engage in conversation, and there's not a lot of dead air, then you don't necessarily hear that hiss.
Well, if it ends up bugging you, by all means, feel free to turn it down.
Exactly. Now, will you get in correspondence with Macho Man to see how is he gone for the rest of the week? Is he going to miss tomorrow too? Like what?
I haven't heard anything from him this morning. I'll get in contact, let you know.
Yeah. So anyway, Lummy, thanks to Tony Mandrich. What a stud. And that just goes to show you, Lummy, we just need to put our heads together, and Brian, you as well. And if you can think of kind of maybe an obscure but yet cool guest, I do well with. I'm a pretty good interviewer.
I think Mike Hampton was a good one that has enough local connections.
And he might be living in Ocala right now, so I'm working on that, Bubba.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
you can
so
have Mike
good.
Hampton throw out the first pitch at Bubba Raceway Park.
You could try the first pace lap, huh?
Come on, give me a pop for that.
And by the way,
you know what? Now you're begging for pops, so I can't get you one. But I should have. You can't ask for a pop. Now, a fellow on-air personality can suggest a pop, but you can't blow in you can't. You could no.
Players Union rep.
Not now. It's too late.
Please clap.
It has to be a spontaneous deal. Like if Anna would have gone, that was a pop. Then
and I did.
Yeah.
I co-signed on a pop before.
Right. So, but you can't be begging for pops over here.
Panhandling for pops.
Yeah, panhandling for pops. Brian, they've offered me the first pitch for the Tarpons game. Should I do it, or should I let my mom do it?
No, you should do it. Why would you let your mom do it?
Because Janie Cake. Yeah, it's
no,
true.
you should do it.
It's his mom.
Nobody's going there to watch Janie Cakes throw out the first pitch. You should throw it, and you should start practicing. And I want to see a good solid 80 mile an hour down the middle.
You're going to see a 42 mile an hour lob willy. Hope that I can get it right there in the mitt. That the catcher doesn't have to really readjust a lot, make any. Like I just want to throw it straight to the mitt.
Okay.
Like I'm not worried about any type of quickness or nothing. I just want to get it there. Like it's not. I don't buoy it and it goes over to like the third baseman. I was throwing it to the third baseman or the guys in the dugout.
I understand it's nerve-wracking. I don't get that. Like I don't understand how a grown man who's
it is hold on. You're out there and you're on a major league. Hold on. It is absolutely nerve-wracking, Brian. First of all, you've never done it.
No.
Right?
As I said, I don't understand it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to walk you through it
because
I've done it. I've done it, at for the Rays a couple different times. I think I've done it twice.
Twice for the Rays, yes.
I've done it twice for the Rays, and my second time I did it, Evan came out and caught for me because he was my friend. So that was pretty cool.
Are you going?
Usually, Brian, they send the backup. They send the bullpen catcher usually out there to catch the first pitch. That's what they do. They don't very rarely do they send the star of the team out there to catch the first pitch. They just don't. That's just the big leagues. Well, unless the star is your buddy, Then then he comes out. So my first time I threw it, I forget. I think Tony Saunders. Remember Tony Saunders?
Yeah.
Lummy, he was my buddy, and so he caught the first pitch on the first time I did it way back in the day, and then most recently when I did it, I think which was in maybe 14 or 15.
Oh, then you did it 3 times then, because you had Sean Riggins do it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 3 times.
I've done it 3 times, nice. And then Evan caught my last one. But I went out into the street and with Fabrizi for about the week of Brian, and every night we just threw the baseball back. And just throwing a baseball every night gets you kind of the muscle memory and somewhat accuracy back just to be able to throw it to a guy. But if you have never like most people probably don't practice if they're doing the first pitch, and you go out there and you're on a real live major league pitcher's mound, and there's probably, I don't know, 8,000 or 9,000 people watching you. And, maybe if you're a fan, you don't really think there's a lot of pressure on that guy. For real. Most people aren't in those can you ever fathom yourself being in that circumstance?
No, I mean, there's no scenario where I would be asked to.
But so I'm saying, you don't understand. It's nerve-wracking. And then they give you the options, so before you're out there, they have like a little handler. The Rays have a handler, and they say, okay, so here, and I don't know if you guys know, but there's rules. Did you know that? They're like, do not walk on the chalk, because it's at that point it's freshly chalked, and the game hasn't started yet. So they haven't even sang the national anthem yet. So they want that field to look prestigious for TV and for photos and things like that. They don't want the chalk already to be scraped. Because the first base guy shuffled across the chalk, right? So they tell you, Brian, first of all, don't step on the chalk. Second of all, you can either throw it from where the dirt ends on the grass at the bottom of the mound, or you can throw it from the pitcher's mound, wherever you want to throw it from, whatever you think you can do best at. Well, some people pick the bottom of the mound, Lummy, by the grass.
Yeah, majority of people do.
Most, the average, jobber does that. Well, I was like, hell no, if I'm going to do this, I want to get up on that mound. I want to be able to touch the rubber that right, Brian? You want to experience what you can, right?
Yeah.
So I did it from the rubber each time, and I made it each time. And if I remember right, my second one was the best, but I never, ever threw it so erratically that the catcher couldn't get it. I think 2 of the 3, Lummy, might have been strikes. One of mine might have been a little bit high and to the left.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like Gary's pitch. If that wasn't intentional, that was literally the worst. He's a baseball fan. He's got kids he's thrown ball with. And to go up there and spike it into the ground and miss by 30 feet your target, I can get throwing it a little bit high outside. You may be like
Gary's first pitch. Let me find me Gary's first pitch so I can show everybody.
The Bucks rookie had a pretty rough first pitch as well, Elijah Cansey, for the Rays a couple weeks ago.
And here's what I can't understand, Brian. If you're an athlete, right? If you're an athlete, whether you're a Buccaneer football player or you're a Tampa Bay Lightning or some other professional athletic team out of Tampa that's not the Rays, and they ask you to throw the first pitch, and you can't get it you just can't even get it to the mound,
get within like a 10-foot window.
Yeah.
A 10-foot window.
The utility player or the bullpen catcher that they got catching the ball for you, the team, he's a baseball player, so he's got pretty good range. Whether he's a catcher or a utility guy, Brian, he can cover some space. You wouldn't even be in the bigs if you can't cover 10
especially
feet.
A bullpen catcher, because you don't want what happened last night to the Rays when Siri was up, I think, and it would have been ball number 2, but the bullpen catcher missed the pitch from the guy warming up for the 9th or 8th inning, and it ended up being no pitch.
Ended up being a dead ball.
Dead ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't see that often in MLB with a dead ball.
Well, because most of them have
we're
the only. There's only a few teams that have them on the sidelines. Most bullpens are now in the outfield.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't even tell how many. Let me be interesting. How many Major League Baseball parks still have the bullpen by third and first base? I think most of them have been moved.
I know. I think it's 2 of them.
Yeah.
The Cubs and the Rays.
Hello.
Hey, brother. Heard you guys talking about baseball here. I was just wondering, bro. I got 2 questions, bro. So, whenever I went to the Tropicana Field there where the Rays play many years ago, I thought it was actually really nice. But everyone I talk to says they think it sucks. What do you guys think?
Well, I like it, but I can see where it's antiquated, and I can see where with regards to potential population, it's not if you draw. I've heard many of things. I think Brian and I have talked about this. If you took a compass and put the middle of the compass on the Tropicana field and drew a 50-mile radius. They have because of the water and the way it's situated, the Tampa Bay Rays rank last by a long region as to potential people that can come to the ball game.
I think it's a few million.
No, it's not. They don't even have. They have 500,000 people.
No, I meant how
literally,
off.
60 to 70% of the geographical makeup, 50-mile radius of the Rays is water.
Yeah. They're like 1 to 2 million off of the next team.
Yeah, it's
the Rays are basically on a peninsula, and the majority of their fans have to drive across 1 to 2 bridges and onto a peninsula to get to their area.
And then, so the other thing about the stadium is, if you haven't been there since 2014, 2015, one of the biggest problems about it is, one, it used to have no personality. There used to be nothing to do. There used to be limited food options. And you couldn't walk all the way around the stadium. Mm-hmm. That was the biggest flaw, is the inability to be on the main concourse level. You would either have to go up and down or down and up, and it was just so poorly designed that way. And by adding that, taking out the restaurant in center field, the Batter's Eye restaurant, and adding the Budweiser porch that's out there, it's allowed people to walk around. It's created a cooler atmosphere. You can stand in the outfield and watch the game from there and grab a beer. On Friday nights, they do half-price beers at the Budweiser porch. Right now, if you're looking to get a Rays game, they have a 50% off sale that ends at midnight for Monday through Friday games. So really good deal if you go.
And they're good.
Are they still doing the Randyland gimmick?
Yeah, they're still. And actually, on the 23rd, the TV announcers are going to be broadcasting live from Randyland.
What's Randyland?
That's section 140, 141, 143.
What do they call it Randyland for?
It's left field.
That's where, that's where he plays and he hits his home runs.
There's a special. I can't remember what it is.
You get a
like a free gift pack if he hits a home run to that
left
section.
fielder is named Randy something.
Randy Arozarena.
All right, so it's called. So that whole area behind where Randy plays is called Randyland, right?
Yep. No, way out in left field.
Right. That's where he plays. That's the position he plays, right? So the fans right behind him when he's on defense are Randyland. Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a promotion though, if you buy a ticket
bro,
in that
I heard
section.
you guys talking about Gary Delabate, Baba Booey.
Yeah, we're getting ready. I'm getting ready to play that right now. The Gary Delabate pitch right now. Just hold on. While I got you on the phone, let me play. Hold on here. Let me send it to you. On May 9th, 2009, Gary Baba Booey Delabate threw out the first pitch for the Mets game in Citi Field. Now, Gary, of course, Howard's executive producer, big time New Yorker. Again, this is his home team. This is his favorite baseball team. When they talk baseball on the air, he's a big Mets guy. Just like this would be, Gary's Mets is equivalent to my Packers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
May 9, 2009.
And so Gary was asked by the Mets, for promotion, because he knew they would get some promotion out of it, and he would talk about it on the air. Does he want to throw? Because that's why teams ask radio people and television personalities and things like that to throw the first pitch, because they're looking to get some organic, mentions out of it. And it's a good plan nonetheless. They get every radio personality or television personalities can't really talk in long form the way, but there's very few people like me that can talk long form. Most of these radio personalities would have to mention the fact that they're going to be the first pitch at the Rays game within their 7-second music break, be like, hey, this is Bubba, and I'm going to pitch out the first pitch for the Rays. Here's a brand new one from Lizzo on whatever. You can't give him any long form, really, really, really promotion, right? I mean,
no.
Those things are so buckled down. So they knew Gary would be able to talk about it, and so this was Gary's first pitch. Now, you would think that Gary would go out and practice and practice and practice.
He did, Bubba. He did. He talked about how he practiced. This is what's so mind-blowing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What did he do?
Yeah, that's the worst pitch ever.
Well, I don't.
It's not the worst ever.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The umpire called it.
What did he do? He just threw it and it hit the umpire. Jesus Christ.
He hit the umpire, I think, in the head.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is what I was afraid of.
The most embarrassing ceremony of first pitch in baseball history.
Snoop Dogg had a pretty awful one. 50 Cent had a
was pretty bad.
Fauci, 50 Cent.
Get cable-free live TV.
Carly Rae
with no hidden
Jepsen
fee.
had a pretty horrific one.
Nancy Pelosi yesterday did.
Who's this?
This is Fauci.
This is Fauci.
We don't know. He's wearing a mask. It could be anybody. That could be me out there.
So little.
I hate him.
Everyone does.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's worse.
Oh my
That's
God.
worse.
Oh my God.
That's worse.
I'm 80 years old. I have concrete shoulder.
BLM.
And I can't. I mean,
that is actually a side effect of the vaccine.
Yeah.
I know. Concrete shoulder is a side effect of Vax 9 that he's got.
Yeah, if you've had more than 12 boosters.
Yeah,
it happens. No, it doesn't. Not that bad. Even I can throw better than that.
Tampa Terry, what else?
But, hey, bro, speaking of Gary Delabate, bro, about Bowie, remember, I don't know if you heard this, bro, but the Iron Sheik died, bro. Remember you were on Howard TV with him,
Yeah,
bro?
I think the boys are working on something
We
with
put something up last night.
Yeah, on YouTube?
It's currently on our Twitter and TikTok.
I was watching
YouTube.
Howard TV, bro, and the Iron Sheik said that he was
make sure it's on YouTube.
YouTube.
Make sure it's on YouTube too. Now,
yeah.
Make sure the Sheik is on.
Terry, big fan on our Twitter. Didn't notice that.
YouTube is that's the big one.
Oh, I know.
That's the big
But
franchise.
Terry, I mean, I know he has to deal with those fires up in Nova Scotia, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, but bro, when you were
let me try to get me off the. See how let me try to get me off the beat.
No, not at all. But I mean, he hasn't brought up the Canadian fires, and he's the biggest Canadian there is. I'm kind of confused by that.
But anyway, Bubba Bowie. Now, what are you talking about here, Terry? What do you want?
We knew about,
bro. One time, bro, when I was watching the Howard Stern TV show, bro, and you and Iron Sheik and Kurt Angle were on there, bro.
I don't think Kurt Angle's in there.
Oh well, Iron Sheik said he was going to stretch you, bro. Were you scared of the Iron Sheik?
No, I wasn't scared of the Iron Sheik. Me and the Sheik were in the green room talking about the high spots we were going to talk about. Like, Sheiky just knows how to work, man. He just works real stiff. But he'll come after he shoots a promo on you. Like, he'd be like, Bubba the Love Sponge, I will have sex with you in the back, and I will humble you. My C will be this, I'll be doing. He was just talking about, anally raping me and, all this kind of things on the air. Yeah. And then we would go off the air, and he'd be like, hey, man, you're cool with that, right? Just working, right, kid? I'd be like, yeah, whatever, Iron Sheik. Like he'd take you aside. Like when you'd be back in the green room, like he literally wasn't looking at you mean and saying, I tell you what, I really am going to do that. I'm really going to take you down and anally rape you, you son of a bitch. I hate you, Bubba. Instead he's like, man, so what's going on? How's things going? How's Terry doing? How you guys doing down there? Man, appreciate you know how to work, buddy. Was I too stiff in there? You get it? You're good with me? That's what the Sheiky would do, buddy. Just like all the boys do, you Mark.
What if the work turned into a shoot, though, brother? You think you could have taken him?
Yeah, of course.
Terry still thinks wrestling's real.
Yeah.
What a jobber.
Yeah. Well,
why don't you go get a fire extinguisher and put out the damn fires that are ruining our country?
Yeah.
You Canadian tool.
Now, wait a second. How did the Great Fires of Canada happen? Was it was it a natural lightning strike, or was it a couple Canadians that were burning a wood pile in the forest and they got away from them?
Both, Bubba.
Well, so it's a mix of those two things, and also they had one over in BC where they had some new firefighters out there trying to do a controlled burn, and it got away from them. But hey, it's not our problem now, brother. The smoke all blew down there to America. Now it's your problem, brother. Justin Trudeau released an attack on America.
Part of the problem, brother, is our fire extinguishers are in plastic bags, and it's hard to put out fires. We didn't rake the forest, brother.
Yeah, well, hey, you guys are breathing in all our smoke now, brother. Enjoy it.
Crap talking with Brian and Terry. Boy, that's very compelling. So anyway, Terry, thanks, appreciate it. I don't know why you called.
He called about Iron Sheik.
No,
and the Rays Stadium, and
right. He's a mark for me and Sheik cutting promos on each other, of which I think Lummy and Rhett put together a Bubba Iron Sheik thing that's on our YouTube, Twitter, everywhere, right?
Well, currently the one is about Hogan talking about their first match with the Iron Sheik.
All right, needless to say, we put some Iron Sheik stuff up on our various pieces parts, right?
Yep.
Hi, who's this? And a skid steer or some type of heavy equipment that's got a backup beeper. Hello.
Hey, good morning, Bub. How you doing, bud?
Good, buddy.
This is Lee from out in Redlands right now.
Lee in the Lee out in the Redmonds. Is that what you said?
Redlands.
Where's
South Miami?
In the wetlands.
Redlands, South Miami.
Okay. Redland, South Miami.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't know there was an area of Florida south of Miami called the Redlands. Did anybody know that?
Yeah, Southwest. It's out there.
Okay, well, us. I mean, we didn't know. Like, if you would have said, "Hey, I'm calling from Jacksonville, or I'm calling from the Panhandle, or I'm calling from Nature's Coast, or I'm calling
from Nature's Coast."
No, you're not. The Nature's Coast is like Citrus, Hernando, those kind of counties. That's the Nature's Coast.
I'm calling from Tuckaluski.
We're in the Gulf Coast, and you guys are on the Atlantic in Miami.
It's a real thing. It's a district, agricultural district. It's got quaint little shops and with good cinnamon rolls.
Sir, I'm not trying.
Cinnamon rolls.
Sir, I'm not trying to be mad at you. I'm just saying, like, I didn't know there was a place in Florida called the Redlands.
Yeah, stop yelling at Bubba.
And thank you for giving me that knowledge today. So what can I do for you live via the Redlands? Take it away, buddy.
I just wanted to say that you got your money cut out for you throwing this ball because Nancy Pelosi is supposed to be throwing one out for the Dodgers. So maybe you guys can do a little side-by-side comparison. See who does better.
See you later. Bye. I appreciate it. Thanks. Thank you. Mm-hmm. One, I don't think the Rays are interested in me throwing out any first pitches anytime soon. Two, I'm throwing out the pitch for the Yankees single-A affiliate, which is the Tampa Tarpons. They're a local minor league baseball facility and team here right by where the Bucks play at at a field called George Steinbrenner Field. George Steinbrenner, the late great owner of the Yankees, lived in Tampa, and that's why in the off season, or a lot actually, towards the latter part of his life, he barely went to New York. He stayed here predominantly the entire time, and so he made, being the owner of the Yankees, spring training facilities right here, very convenient for him. And he went on to build, most minor league facilities are not near. I mean, literally, the Tampa Tarpons, George Steinbrenner Field, the field that they play on, is literally we've been told, because it's Steinbrenner Field and money was no object to George, and plus probably the city of Tampa probably paid for it too as well. You know what I'm saying? George ain't paying for
the
nothing.
Sports Authority.
Yeah. And so it is, by all accounts, I think there's been people that are saying that it's by far the nicest single-A facility in America. Like, now there's some nice AAA places, but this is single-A ball. Mm-hmm. This is single-A ball, Brian, and it's like the Taj Mahal of single-A ball. I mean, send me stadium pictures of other single-A teams mostly, play in glorified Pony League stadiums for the most part, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, the only luxury for the Florida teams is that they got all the ones from the spring training.
So just so you know, Bubba, the city of Tampa paid about $27 million, and the Yankees paid $13 million for the latest round of renovations.
Right. So I think I was dead on.
No, you're dead on. I mean, almost 2/3 of it was paid by over 2/3 was paid by taxpayers.
So I mean, by single A standards, this is the most unbelievable facility. It's where the Yankees have spring training for all the big Yankees are here for a month. And then I don't know where the AAA, I think Scranton or something is where the AAA Yankees facility is. I don't know where their AA is, but this is their single A ball.
Wilkes Barre, I think, is the.
And we do.
And the more A's, the worse the team.
Well, no, like
the better the team.
The better the team.
Oh,
yeah. Single A is your entry level.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was the opposite.
No. Single A is entry level.
Here, Bob, here's a quick example.
So we do things with the Tampa Tarpons. We do promotions with them, and the facility is unbelievable. I mean, we may not even be going to watch our team. We just have
I never do.
We have a big party in this one particular area, and it's all you can eat food,
wine,
and all you can eat drink, and it's basically just a way for the Bubba Army to get together on a Friday night, get drunk and high, and watch a little bit of ball, and have with free food and free beer and wine.
So that's a single A.
Yeah.
The Daytona Tortugas, who's actually coming, that's who we're going to go see who they're playing. That's the facility.
Hold on now. So can you imagine the Tortugas, even win or lose, Brian, the guys are like, man, look at this.
That's a dump.
Look at this. No, but like when they walk into George Steinbrenner Field.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying their stadium's a dump, and with so close to the saltwater there, you can see how the grass struggles in the outfield.
Mm-hmm. Let me now send me a picture. That's what. Hopefully, somebody shows this picture. This is what most single A ballparks look like. This is what, in fact, the team that we play June 30th, this is their home field.
Yep.
So there you go. Now let me send me a picture of George Steinbrenner Field, which is the Tampa Tarpons single A affiliate. That's who we do our promotions with, and that's who's asked me to throw out the ball, first ball on Bubba Army night, Friday, June 30th. And you, Bubba, Lummy, where do they go to?
Go to tarpons.thebubbaarmy.com. And that's
tarpons.thebubbaarmy.com, and we have our own little section. We have we have like this entire porch right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is our whole entire area roped off just for Bubba Army, and they got food and drink back there for free with your ticket purchase.
They don't want you filthies messing with their other fans.
But here's the deal. No, we're right here. We're right here because there's the bullpen.
Yep.
And Brian, so we're right here, right? And all we do is just talk crap to the bullpen pitchers of the other team.
That's what you do.
And so you're gonna have to, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna have to help me because I'd be like, this one guy had a mullet, and I was calling him Kenny Powers. Now they cannot, they cannot engage you.
They shouldn't, definitely.
No, like I'm sure the policy and the pitching coach tells them, hey, listen, we're in single A ball, man, and you're going to get some drunk rednecks that are going to be calling you guys all kinds of names, and because we're going to be in the opposing team's backyard, so it's not our fans, it's their fans, and that they're just going to grease you, man. So just warm up, do your exercises, watch the ball game, and be in the bullpen. So all we do when they start warming up, Brian, like when a guy's getting ready to get called in, because in the minor leagues, they have far more pitching rotations because they're trying to get looks at people. So, they're unheard of for a guy in the single A's to complete a ball game. They'd rather get 3 guys in there because they're all just trying to get looks at them.
They're getting work, and they don't want to overdo their arms at that level. Like you don't want a guy in single A pitching 150
right.
innings.
You'd rather have him pitch 50, and then another guy pitch 50, and then another guy come in and close out
for the season.
And one off just one arm duty, but 2 because you're trying to give as many people a look as you can, right? And so this one guy had a mullet, and I was calling him Kenny Powers. He was number 6. I kept yelling down there, "Hey, Kenny Powers, number 6. You think you're going to get called in tonight?" And all the guys around him were, you could see the guys laughing like the other pitchers. I'd be like, "I'm talking to you, 6, Kenny Powers. Think you're going to get your work in tonight?" Hold on now. Then another pitcher would start pitching. I'd be like, "Kenny Powers, looks like they called the other dude up and instead of you. Red Hair Willie's going to be in there next, number 32. What are you doing, Red Hair Willie? Hey, Red Hair Willie, throw me a Bruce Sutter sinker ball. Next pitch, throw it." Of course, they won't. "Throw me a curve." They won't. And then I'd be like, and then he'd throw a couple big strikes. I'd be like, "Man, now see, that's going to work there, Red-Headed Willie. That's what we're looking for." So I just catcall him the entire time.
You want me to run some research, some Oppo research, and have you armed with like personal stuff?
Yes. Oh yes, Brian. So let's say Kenny Power, number 6, his wife's name's Mary.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hey, number 6, Kenny Powers. If you get to pitch tonight, let me know. I'll text Mary and tell her that you're getting." Oh my God! I'll text your wife Mary. Tell her to turn on FS 900 to see if she can find you. Or you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll videotape it there, Kenny Powers, with his wife's name Mary. And if you give me your number, I'll send it to her so she can see in action, buddy.
Hey, Kenny, I won't tell Mary that when you go out to Mons after the game.
Oh God.
Find out what. Hey, Terry, we won't tell you. Maybe he played like at Vanderbilt. "Hey, number 6, Kenny Powers. If you get in, we won't call your wife Mary and tell her what you used to do to the Vanderbilt cheerleaders." Like, right? He'd be like, "Whoa!"
You get in their head.
Really?
Nobody does that.
No, like that much.
Oppo
that
research.
much. Yeah. And would that not just free? Like, hold on. This guy knows me, some obscure single A guy, to the point where he knows my wife's name and the college I went to. Now, we're not talking about Aaron Judge or anybody popular that the average person would do that due diligence, the average fan, right? We're talking about a guy in single A ball. And we know who his wife is and where he went to college. Would that not get so in your head?
Yeah.
I would be like, man,
It may be hard to get some on, but I'll try and get some details on at least like 2 or 3 of them that you can ride.
Yeah, promise me. But then you have to help me. Either you can, maybe you can just feed me my lines. You know what I'm saying? That kind of keeps you like in case.
I'll give you like a little crib sheet.
No, I want you there as my handler. Like saying, don't like my Johnny Carson. Like you're setting me up.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still want to have a little cheat sheet. It looks
I mean, they won't see you, but
I know,
yeah.
still. Like, we're buddies. We're hanging out. I just happen to be the drunk, mouthy one. You're trying to be responsible and tell me to stop. Like, if two guys would go to Brian, if you and I would go to the game and I would get drunk and high and start blurting stuff out, you might say, like, Bubba, be quiet. Bubba,
there's no way I'd get you drunker and higher.
That's true. Then you already are. Hello.
Hey, it's Bubba Dreams Being 2X. How you doing, guys?
Hey.
I wanted to add back to Gary Delabate. If you guys get a chance, look off to the side to see Artie's reaction when he throws that pitch.
Yeah, he bends over and starts laughing.
We'll look for it, Bubba Dreams of 2X, but I run away late. What else?
Okay, and then another thing is, supposedly the worst pitch ever was by Chris Rock, but he's had it scrubbed from the internet. You can't find it.
What?
That's it. Have a great day.
Yeah, Chris Rock's pretty bad, but I think Fauci's takes the
All right,
Carly Rae Jepsen's.
Yep.
Hello.
But you wouldn't expect a good one from her.
Right.
Hello.
Hey, Bubba, good morning.
Hey, good morning, buddy.
Real quick, even though you guys aren't on 96 K-Rock anymore, you got tons of listeners, I'm sure, still here in the Fort Myers, Naples area. Would you ever consider doing another appearance in the Seminole Casino like you did
maybe.
2 years back?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we could do something like that,
Because it'd be super awesome with the new cast of characters,
Maybe just not, maybe not a Bubba Palooza, but maybe just literally like a
meet and greet?
Like a catered / little meet and greet kind of deal, like at a ball.
That'd be awesome because everybody I know that used to listen to you on K-Rock moved over to Twitch, is just migrated to wherever you go.
And if we promoted it on all of our forums, including what's Twitter right now? Twitter's how we put the show up on Twitter today, and what's our Twitter numbers?
It looks like it's currently a couple hundred. Yeah,
a couple hundred. It was 600 a while back.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 250.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was really thinking it maybe. Oh, really, I look stupid there. So anyway, anything else? Anything else, buddy?
We got 600 on Kick.
We had like 500 or 600 on Twitter, and then we lost. Oh man, this show's really sucking right now.
That's about it.
Okay, buddy.
Actually, I don't know. Did you see Alex Stein mention you on the what's it called, the Rubin Report he was on the other day?
No, I didn't.
On Rubin Report?
That was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, okay, a couple weeks ago.
Lummy, are you on there? Are you going to try to give me that footage?
We talked about it when he was on.
Did we replay it?
He was supposed to get it to me because it's behind a paywall.
So don't act. So hold on. Don't act like. Sir, thank you. You've done enough damage, sir.
What did I do?
No. What I'm trying to say is, Lummy, don't act like I'm trying to get you in trouble because you haven't got it to me yet. Tell me that you're working on getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I'm working on it.
Like, I'm not mad at you or nothing.
No,
you instantaneously start coming up with all these excuses as to why we don't have.
Well, I just said it was a couple weeks ago when Stein was supposed to get it to me, and he hasn't. I'm sorry.
There's this. I'm assuming this is
Yeah, that's the worst ever. That's how Anna would
Wait,
throw the
let me
ball.
see. I missed it because I was looking at Alex Stein.
This is Carly Rae Jepsen.
Okay. Yeah, that's worse.
Yeah.
That's worse.
Is that the one that did Call Me Maybe?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has she had a hit since?
I don't think so.
I think she had like a moderately popular song recently.
No.
Not anything great, but
wonder what she's worth. Hey Alexa, what's Carly Rae Jepsen worth?
Carly Rae Jepsen is worth an estimated $10 million.
Yeah, I mean,
wow. She's Canadian, right?
Is she Canadian?
I feel like I remember
Guess
that.
how old she is now.
What is this? Somebody sent this to me.
She's 37.
What am I looking
disgusting. Yeah, she's Canadian.
Is this?
That's the Rubin Report deal.
I thought this. No,
it opens up with this, and then it goes into a
make sure you send it to me, Stein.
This is the gender reveal party he did with Don Terrius, right?
Right, but it's the intro to.
Oh, okay. How about I go to words
interview.
and then I'll blow the intro off.
Okay.
I'm saying I'll burn that off while we're doing words.
Yep.
And then we'll have what we're looking for instead of having to do the gender reveal pre-roll Willie. You up for that?
It's just the beginning of it. Like
no, but what I'm saying is I can go into commercials and I can burn off the beginning of it.
I see, okay.
Because we've already done it.
Right.
And then we just go right into the other stuff.
Right.
You cool with that?
Yes, sir.
Warning. The following program contains objectionable content, which may cause oral discomfort. This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
For pitch.
That's probably the worst one, right?
Yeah. And if she hit a camera guy's camera.
No way.
You expect to be different.
Thank you.
I mean, again, if you're asked to do this, don't you at least practice a little bit? That's what I'm saying. I know Gary did. Bubba T-Rex Clem's going to go out there.
Where does he mention that, Lummy?
I gotta watch it. He was supposed to cut me the clip and send it to me, and he never did.
I know. Have you looked at this? Have you looked at this clip to see where it was?
No, I'm pulling it up. I'll look for your name. He didn't tell me it was posted anywhere.
Yeah, I literally just YouTube.
Lover,
right
I'm
there.
just telling you. Do you have this?
I'm gonna go look at it. I'm gonna go look for it.
Okay, I got it. So if you can tell me where I'm mentioned, am I mentioned? Is this the one I'm mentioned in?
I didn't send it to you. I have to look for it. I don't know. I'll get on it though.
Hey guys. People I consider.
All right, so I can't say that we're going to even be able to find it yet, right?
Not sure until I go through it. He didn't give me a heads up that it was on the written report. I know she found it.
I thought he did give you a heads up, and he said he was going to send it to you.
He just said he was on the Ruben report, and he was going to send me a clip from it. I didn't know what day. I didn't know anything.
Did he say he was going to mention us?
After he did the Ruben report, he came on and said, "I did the Ruben report." You said, "Cool," and he goes, "Yeah, I even talked about you."
Okay, so he did it. I mean, it's very frustrating.
Well, it's frustrating because
it's frustrating to talk to you. You're not. You get nervous You get nervous. You're nervous.
Well, because I'm trying to find the clip. She said you found it very easy. Then
I know, but
she found the clip, but it's a 32-minute long.
I understand that, but
deal.
Lonnie. You know I think you know for sure that it's this clip, though.
No, I don't know for sure. I really don't know for sure.
I got it. It's 17:10, Bubba.
Oh my God! Look. You know what? You need to take that. Lummy, you need to take that fucking major away.
Take the major away from who?
I didn't have a major.
Red?
Yeah, you had a 2, didn't you? No, it was Rat.
Yeah.
Give Brian 2.
17:10.
I know, but okay, on there. I'm trying to find 17. Okay, right there. Oops.
How about that? No, I'm not one up you. I'm not going to one up you because you know you're much cooler than me. But listen, I've become friends, and I just made fun of how I make fun of Coco and people. But this is a real podcast. We're getting into the nitty gritty. I've become friends with a guy named Bubba the Love Sponge, who is actually the guy that let Hulk Hogan have sex with his wife. Have you ever heard about that? You remember that? The golfer sex tape that got leaked? Well, this guy, Bubba the Love Sponge, was on the Howard Stern Network on Sirius. He was actually a big broadcaster there. And he actually was best friends with Hogan, and then this thing came out. Hogan won this lawsuit. But this guy, I talk to him on the show sometimes, he talks about Hulk Hogan, the worst guy in the world. Not that Bubba is, the most moral guy, but he just said Hulk Hogan had his own locker room, didn't, it's called the wrestling putting people over when you let somebody beat you, and it, helps, put them over, essentially. Hogan would never do it. He would never put anybody over, and so he was the worst. Hogan is not a nice guy. I spent a couple hours with Hogan years ago. Did you like him? Was he nice? What was he like? I was in an office, me, him, and Jimmy Hart for a couple hours. Yeah, he was totally cool.
Different setting.
That's what I'm saying. He probably is a nice guy. I'm just sharing this with a guy that I meet with him, but it's just funny because now I sit around and I talk to him. I go on a show. All we do is talk about Hulk Hogan. That's why I'm bringing this up. and I always make fun of Bubba about Hulk Hogan and his wife, but it's just this whole, it's an insane world we live in, Dave, and, professional wrestling, that's kind of what politics is. I know you try to bring it all back into this. It's really like, oh, I like this team because they did this, but then the next week they do something like, oh, I hate them. So it's really just meant to entertain us and kind of distract us.
He's right.
Going after these people who are solving actual problems, in my opinion.
The line I have on that is that we're sort of in the show must go on version of democracy. And I think Trump really understands that. We're the king sports. And then I'll give you one more wrestling thing. I mean, I'll give you one more wrestling thing. I mean, Jake the Snake was my favorite. You got any?
Sure, what would he have? He had his own.
To a fight, but the audience was siding.
I've become friends, and I just made fun of how.
To a fight, but the audience was siding with Jake. So they never aired it because they wanted Hogan to be the biggest star of the WWF, but more people like Jake. How about that?
No.
What'd you eat, Bubs?
Like a little low-fat taco.
A low-fat taco? What made it low-fat?
It was keto. The wrap was a keto. It was two grams of carb wrap.
So a low-carb wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about opinion polls and research studies.
Oh, I feel safer already.
He's more concerned about getting a hot porn star for a mix-in with his wife.
Okay, good, because I want to have sex.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
What was that? Welcome to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. He doesn't want a porn star. He wants to do a hot mix-in with his wife. No wonder people think I'm pure trash. God, I got so much to talk about. So much has transpired during the hot mic segment. We had this whole big... God, Lummy, I got to tell you, we're in the communication business, and we're in the communication business, not only do we have to communicate on the air, but in order to think of things and various infrastructure and stuff like that, we have to communicate ad nauseum off the air, do we not? In order to be able to set up this program with the various working elements that we need to, to discuss various stories and things like that. And sometimes it's on the fly, and a lot of times it's prepared via Anna's prep, or we just stumbled upon something organically. But a lot of times things are within this little sweatshop of a radio station, we're looking for something on the fly, right?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like Lummy's in the defense. He's literally in a witness stand, and he's been coached just to say yes or no.
Here's the problem I'm gonna have with this: is Lummy's gonna have heat with me now the rest of the show, like I did something to him.
But
that's not true.
But you didn't.
You just made up a whole lie.
You
didn't say anything.
You didn't. Now I want to explain everybody.
Yeah, I'm like, what I missed during hot mic?
Exactly. And you started it, by the way.
Me?
On a good deal. On a good way.
Good.
So
what I do.
This is the little inner struggle we're going through right now that nobody, unless you're listening to Hot Mic a little bit, would understand what's going on. I'm going to lay it out for you. So Lummy, it comes to find out that Alex Stein might have mentioned or spoke about us, me, the Bubba the Love Sponge show, on the Rubin Report. He was on the Rubin Report last week, right, Lummy?
No, a month ago.
Okay, 1 month ago. And I'm just not, Lummy, you've held this from me for a month?
I didn't hold it from you. He talked about it. We talked about it with Alex. He brought it up on the show when he was on like a month ago.
All right, so can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So if that even further blows me away. So you're telling me now, Lummy, we're just trying to wade through this together, baby, okay?
Okay.
Work with me.
Yeah, baby.
Just work with me, okay, bud? Dance with me, kid. But tell the truth. Dance with me, but tell the truth, okay?
Yes.
Okay. See how you answered right? Yes.
Yes. No. Yes. Okay.
All right. Now, you will never lie to Big Daddy, right?
No.
Okay. All right. So, 1 month ago, we had Alex on the air like we do every Wednesday. And so, like we have every Wednesday, Alex is on the air via Zoom. And a month ago, we had Alex on doing one of our Alex High Spots on Wednesday. And you're saying about a month ago, he mentioned during that show, our show, the show that's on the air, that he mentioned us on the Rubin Report.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you ever think about going, boom, 29 days ago, the day after he said it, maybe start doing your due diligence on trying to get said clip?
Yes, I did. It wasn't posted because I guess it wasn't live or something that he said. And he said, I'll get it for you. I'll clip it down. And I said, okay. And
But
other things happen, and he never sent it.
I know, but you didn't every couple days go and look at the Rubin Report to see if it got posted, knowing that you're looking for this particular show. Like you didn't go check every few days; it just kind of slipped your mind.
Yes, it slipped my mind.
Okay. Again, I just want you to be honest with me, okay, buddy? Because there's mess ups. We do mess ups. Mess ups are okay. All right, buddy?
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't really listen to David Rubin. I don't really know how his show works. So I, after pretty much I couldn't find it when he mentioned it and said, well, it's going to be up and I'll send you the clip. And I was like, okay, thanks. Okay. Right. And I should have just thought that Stein wouldn't have followed through.
Well, of course, come on, buddy.
I know.
You've been working with Alex for how long? You think Alex is going to follow through on anything? He's only fallen through on one thing, which was the greatest thing in the history of our show.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, he never follows through. But when he did follow through the one time, he dropped the mic on the following through. He'll never have to. I don't care if Alex
needs a lot of nudging.
He's got to be Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah,
going to get him in.
Oh yeah,
he's Bubba Army Hall of Fame.
Turn around. He's got the strap. He's the current holder of the strap. Probably a Hall of Famer. I have had from Brian Matroni, the guy that's right here. Actually, we're going to be honest with you. He actually sent legal correspondence from his law firm to Twitter. Trying to we actually are trying to kind of scare him with a little mini lawsuit saying, please tell us what we did wrong and why, how can we get it back? Yep. We even sent legal letter and they're like,
and what did I tell you, Bubba? I very clearly, early on in the process, I said the only way you're ever getting this back is if you know somebody who knows an executive at Twitter.
That can, and I say that
multiple times. I was like, you got to have a listener that knows somebody,
right? Because they didn't even care about lawsuits. We're going to sue you if you don't give it back because we have the right. It's considered blah.
And actually, when I did further research on that, every single one of those were dismissed immediately.
Yeah, so they knew. When we sent it to them, they're like, let me throw this over to the other 7,000 that have been dismissed willies. Get the hell out of here, bitch. We're not even showing it for court. It's going to get thrown out. And so they didn't even respond to us then. So by the grace of God, Alex Stein knows a guy, one of his best buddies is one of Elon Musk's best buddies. And we're like, please, all you got to do, Alex, is just tell your guy, Bubba the Love, his name, it's so bizarre that, all you have to do is mention this to Elon and he would remember the name. Maybe he wouldn't think the name would even be funny. Bubba the Love Sponge. Who knows if Elon Musk has ever heard of me or not? I don't know. But just mention the name, Bubba the Love Sponge, the Bubba Army. See if you can get that account somehow. Because you're right, Brian. Unless you know somebody, you're not going to get it done.
That was it. That was the only way. Because the way they were set up, I don't know how they're set up now, but at the time, the way they were set up, it was either an automatic, just auto message that you get back, or there's some low-level operative who's like, nope, 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 and they just dismiss it unless they happen to like you, and then it's yes,
right?
But unless that individual
they're just over there looking, boom, boom, and they probably at this point they've been even on the lowest level of minions. They probably they'll have some friends that would be like, hey, my buddy got his Twitter account suspended. Here's $200. And so when Mr. Low Level Willie, when he deletes every one of them, but he's looking for this one, John 1 2 3 4 8 9 6er.
Yep.
And when he finds that, he's like, "Yep, no problem. That's good." So I mean, the corruption could even go as low as that, could it not?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And if you don't have an in with one of those people, you're never gonna. We were never gonna get our Twitter account back ever.
Nope.
And Alex Stein, he's a one-way Willie. Yes, he's never really promotes the show. He drops a mic and gets our Twitter account back. And now Alex is now even mentioning us on various other shows that he goes on. And this one's a pretty big show. The Rubin Report is
massive.
I'm not just I'm only replaying this. Alex said our name on the Rubin Report, and I'm only replaying this because the Rubin to have your name and your brand and your story potentially talked about on the Rubin Report is really touching a lot of people. and the Rubin Report's a very respected number. Like he's got a big following. He's a pretty big name.
Huge. He's got, I think it's over 2 million subscribers.
He's right
at
1.95 million.
Yeah, like he's huge. I mean, the guy's and that's just on his YouTube. Like, I mean, he goes right across all the platforms with huge numbers. And so Alex was on his show. It's a huge show. Lummy, you found out about a month ago, and you haven't continually looked. So you're like, okay, that's a little bit of a mess up. Okay? I mean, can I give you a mess up for that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Was he told that it was behind a paywall, though? That's what he said initially.
But nonetheless, hold on, Anna.
Told all of us.
On.
I mean,
nonetheless, Anna, the first day that I'm getting this is today. When Lummy just, this has probably been out for 2 or 3 weeks. So I should have gotten it then. So that's a little bit of a Lummy mess up. That's why Lummy's so mad right now, because he knows he should have gotten to this to me. And Anna literally, and where she has, give Anna a +1.
Oh, sorry.
Because Anna, just like a little, sneaky bitch that she was, she just laid back there in the weeds and let Lummy flail around, and then she just found the link. And next thing you know, she goes, "It's on. I just sent you the whole show, Bubs," and walked out and peed. She literally just went, and
sorry, Lummy.
Next thing you know, I got the entire show.
Well, but time out. Can we revisit her +1 though? She sent you the show and then walked out and peed without helping you.
I'm not done handing out accolades.
But
I'm not done. Let me get this.
I'm trying to defend Lummy a little here.
No. You want your accolade taken away, bitch?
I don't care.
Then shut up. I'm gonna tell the story the way I'm gonna tell it, and stop interfering with my scorecard.
I'll shut up.
So Anna, let me give Anna a +1 because she's like this, like the little smarmy bitch that she was. Here you are, you've been looking for this thing or for over a month now, and old bitch just finds it in 1.1 seconds, and then goes, "Send it to you, Bubs," and then walks out to urine. So that's super cool. Kind of drop the mic deal on her deal. So give her a +1. Okay. Did you give yourself a -1 for the initial mess up?
You haven't said it, but I will.
Okay, well, I just said it.
Okay.
So -1 for the initial mess up of getting scooped by Anna. It took her 1.1 seconds of research, and you've been going, trying for over a month. So that's a -1. So then Brian saves the day. Lummy, I'm over here yelling at Lummy. So Lummy, are you going to find the clip? Lummy, are you going to find the clip? Did you know that we were on that show? Do you have the right show, Lummy? Lummy doesn't know anything. He keeps saying, I don't know. I don't even know, because he doesn't know that it's the right show for one. So he doesn't know that if he should snake his little cursor through this show, not even knowing if this is the right show or not, because he doesn't know what the show is. He doesn't know what he's looking for. So he starts freaking out and says, "Well, no, I don't know that it's on this show, and I can't see your name yet, and I'm trying to find it." And then all of a sudden, schmarmy ass Brian goes, "It's at 1710, Bubs." And I go, "What?"
Nice.
He goes, "It's at 1710, Bubs. Just go to 1710. You might want to kick it back a little bit so we can get the context of what they're talking about, but it's in the 17 era." And I'm like, "Oh my God, Brian!" And there's still 2 minutes left, of the break. So we got, we're not scrambling around. We're going to have everything ready to go to join back up with the network. And Lummy, give Brian a +1 for give him a pop or a huge contribution or something.
Attaboy.
Just whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. whatever. Just give them a +1.
I did.
And so that's the whole thing. That's the whole progression that we've gone through here in the last 6 minutes. And what's that put the keeper at right now, Lummy?
It puts it at GD, Bubba 1, Pop on a 1, Brian 2 pops, fall in the face, Brian 1, interruption. Interrupting.
No, hold on. I just need you to calculate the totals in your head and give me a rundown of, like Lummy -1, Brian +2, Rhett put, like, I don't need to have the breakdowns of what each category means, okay? So let's throw it back over to you yet again, Lummy.
Rhett, -4.
We'll get it. Now, hold on. I haven't thrown it over to you yet, buddy.
All right.
You ready?
Yes.
All right.
Rhett -4.
No, Lummy, I gotta tell you what.
I'm just dealing with a lot of things on my computer right now. Sorry.
I know. So just.
He's trying to find where you were mentioned in the Rubin report.
We're 1710, buddy. Okay, it's just I
have no internet. I haven't had internet since.
Hold on now. We're blaming it on the internet.
Oh, I
okay.
have. I've been talking to Macho and Rhett.
Okay, buddy. Listen,
my computer's dead.
I understand.
Dead.
I understand.
Well, I do a lot of things for other things for it.
He's like my Milton, is he not?
Have you seen my stapler?
He's like my Milton. I'm like, okay, and all I care is about this stupid stapler.
My internet's not working, Bubba, and I haven't been paid in over 3 months.
and now I seem to be in trouble.
That's it.
And it looks like I'm looking like I have to get a -1 here in a minute.
That's it. I'm going to burn this studio down.
I'm completely crushed.
I'm going to burn this studio down.
Yeah, and he hates Anna more than anything in the world. He wants to kill her.
Oh, yeah.
Her and me.
Because she's the one that initially just threw it. Like, she found it lickety-split. Bitch found it lickety-split.
Okay, I'm going to be honest.
Blam.
Her comment was
she
not
found
really,
it.
I wasn't happy with that.
Well, hold on. What do you mean her comment?
Her comment, why my computer, by the way, is down wireless. Luckily, Brian's hardwired in over here, which I appreciate.
Okay.
But her comment was...
Why are we talking about the technicality of
No, because I'm making excuses for myself here. But Anna's comment, which did kind of piss me off, was when she got up and I said... I didn't know it was up. She goes, it was easy. I just Googled it in 2 seconds.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
And then walked out.
Okay,
and I'm
hold
like,
on. Now,
and
hold
my
on.
computer's not working.
What are you, a snowflake now? You can't.
No, but my
take
computer's not working.
I mean, you can't
Brian
take. Hold
can
on. You
look at my
can't take.
computer.
You can't take like funny criticism. I mean, all we do is like mess with each other. You idiot. So that was pretty funny that she gave you a snarly ass little deal, and then it hurt your feelings, didn't it?
I know. Yes, no, it didn't. It annoyed me because at that time and the whole hot mic, my computer was not working.
Right, I know.
So the laptop.
I mean, you got scooped.
But
you got scooped.
Hardwired wireless.
Yeah, but I'm asking, do you have access to the?
That's
hardwire?
what I started looking for. It. I have to then type it. And
I don't know if your computer's hardwired or soft-wired.
Well, he has 2 computers, Bubba.
I don't know.
One is not working. The other one is.
I just always am assuming that Lummy is just ready to go and has the internet working really good and the whole 9 yards. I don't ever, Lummy, when I'm making my score, try to have to ever figure in whether you're hooked up hardwired or soft-wired or whatever, Willie.
I kept it off your plate. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. You got scooped. Old girl found it. Blam. No big deal. Then you got an attitude about that.
No, it's a comment.
Okay. Again, you had an attitude, acting like a little bitch over there. And then Brian schmarbied in with exactly. Not only did she find it, but Brian, within it was a 32-minute interview, broke it right on down and had the start and stopping points. So he scooped you on that one. You got double scooped and you're freaked out. And plus you missed. You're minusing a point.
The thing with Anna though, she gave you a almost 33-minute clip and said, "I'm out of here. Good luck."
Well, I had to go to the bathroom.
but
I did find the clip.
Rather than to be, but yeah, I'm saying, Lummy, rather than to be appreciative, but she did her job. She found the clip. Boom. Now you guys find where Bubba's mentioned. Boom, you did that. 2 people worked, and there's one guy, the outsider, Lummy. He's the guy that
got the -1
that messed up on the whole deal. That's what we're talking about.
But
here.
Lummy's laptop is in the death spiral.
Yeah, I'm having internet issues as well.
All right, everybody trying to cover Lummy's ass here.
I was asking. I took my -1. I got my -1.
No. I'm not saying Lummy shouldn't get a minus for the original violation of not following up on the content. That's fine. I just understand why he wasn't able to find it quickly on his laptop because
it's okay, Brian. You're the best. You're
Brian,
the best
just
ever.
shut up,
babyface.
Listen,
you're the best.
Brian, shut up on how just. It's the whole thing's scored, and we're moving on. Okay, now let's play said clip. We've almost got away from what the real important thing is we're supposed to be doing here.
Talking about me.
Yeah. Alex Stein is on the Rubin Report, and he brings in my Hogan sex tape, and it's kind of funny in context because on the Rubin Report, the host, is his name Ryan?
Oh, Dave.
Dave, him and Alex are going back and forth about like wrestling stories, like, oh, I got this scoop, and I got that scoop, and how did you know this one, and did you know that one? They were trying to one up each other on the knowledge of wrestling, and so the dude's like says, so how about that one? And so Alex trumps his story with the behind the scenes Hogan sex tape deal. I think that's the premise of it, is it not?
Yeah, that sounded like it.
What would he have? He had his own little
the Viper's Pit.
The Viper's Pit, yes, dude. He was epic. Yes, Jake the Snake.
I'll tell you something amazing about the Viper's Pit, and then I promise we'll move on. You know that there is a special unaired episode of the Viper's Pit because he had Hogan on as his guest at the height of Hulk Hogan, and they were supposed to get into a fight, but the audience was siding with Jake, so they never aired it because they wanted Hogan to be the biggest star of the WWF, but more people like Jake. How about that?
Now and by the way, that is a shoot. Hogan has told me that story, and the fact that the WWE or WWF back in the day had this deal where it was either a house show or a TV show, Lummy, where Jake the Snake and Hogan were supposed to wrestle, and Hogan was supposed to go over like the big baby because Jake was the bad guy, but it happened to be like in Jake's hometown or something like that. So they couldn't, and they were doing TV, and they were trying to, and they couldn't get the audience reaction they wanted for Jake the Snake. They wanted, the fans to go, boo, but the fans are like, yeah, we love Jake, right?
Yeah.
So like Hogan, they would change audience reactions and stuff because Hogan could never do a job. Like Hogan would never do a job. Unless the job had to be thought of by him and approved by him. And so the reporter dude's trying to one up him on that is some really inside baseball stuff. That is a very, inside bet. That would touche most people that weren't armed with the data that our great Alex Stein has.
No, I'm not one up you. I'm not going to one up you because you're much cooler than me. But listen,
even Alex says, that's a good one. But let me give you the ultimate. I'm not trying to being respectful of the host, right? You don't want to try to one up him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've become friends, and I just made fun of how I make fun of cuckolding people, but this is a real podcast. We're getting into the nitty gritty. I've become friends with a guy named Bubba the Love Sponge, who is actually the guy that let Hulk Hogan have sex with his wife. Have you ever heard about that? You remember that? The leak, the Gawker sex tape that got leaked? Well, this guy, Bubba the Love Sponge, was on the Howard Stern Network on Sirius. He was actually a big broadcaster there, and he actually was best friends with Hogan, and then this thing came out. Hogan won this lawsuit. But this guy I talk to, I go on a show sometimes, he talks about Hulk Hogan is the worst guy in the world. Not that Bubba is, the most moral guy, but he just said Hulk Hogan had his own locker room, it's called in wrestling putting people over when you let somebody beat you and it, helps, put them over, essentially. Hogan would never do it. He would never put anybody over, and so he was the worst. Hogan is not a nice guy.
I spent a couple hours with Hogan years ago.
Did you like him? Was he nice? What was he like?
I was in an office with him, and Jimmy Hart for a couple hours.
But being in an office setting with Hogan when he was in business mode is far different than knowing how Hogan rolls, right? It's like saying I met Brian Petroni one time,
at a Rays game.
At a Rays game, compared to the Brian Petroni that I just saw in court that was, talking to the judge, right?
Yeah.
Different men.
It's totally cool. Couldn't have been nicer,
Of course.
actually.
That's what I'm saying. He probably is a nice guy. I'm just hearing this from a guy that has heat with him, but it's just funny because I sit around and when I talk to him, I go on a show. All we do is talk about Hulk Hogan. That's why I'm bringing this up. And I always make fun of Bubba about Hulk Hogan stuff with his wife, but it's just...
By the way, you can't even follow along his logic because he's so insane.
Yeah, he is a more well polished Tuttle.
But what I'm saying is, he completely he kind of just messed up the whole story and jarbled it all up, right?
It's an insane world we live in, Dave, and, professional wrestling, that's kind of what politics is. I know to try to bring it all back into this, it's really like, oh, I like this team because they did this, but then the next week they do something like, oh, I hate them. So it's really just meant to entertain us.
And you know what? I don't necessarily disagree with him on that.
This is 100 right here.
Yeah, I think politics has turned into pro wrestling. It really, really has on both sides of the fence.
Non-athletic people.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's pro wrestling for non-athletic people. It's pro wrestling for people who don't even want to like pro wrestling. It's gamesmanship, right? I mean, you know, you want to win. Like, so I'm a Democrat, man, and I just want my president to win.
No, it's just about cutting promos. It's about cutting promos. It's about getting airtime. It's about shock value. It's not about leading. It's not about doing the actual job.
Right. As far as our president process, right?
It's all well, not just president,
politics in general. Yeah.
It's all backstage drama, promo cutting, and nobody's actually performing in the ring where the show's supposed to go on.
So it's like almost politics plays a game.
It's a total game.
It's
almost
like politics is just playing this big soap opera in front of the cameras, but the real deals and the things that are really getting done, we don't even know about.
Never will.
Right?
They don't air it. It's not even in the back. We don't even know about the conversations that are really happening.
But I mean, it's pretty easy to decipher if you just follow the money.
And it's almost like they get with each other, like, okay, now don't forget, you've got to really come hard on this, okay?
When you think about the conversations you have in the green room with some people, like that happens on an international level.
Yeah, the conversations that you want. Okay, let's just say this.
I need to fall into the freezer.
But just imagine, okay, just within our little microcosm of the little, world, the little secret, meetings and things that we say, things that we do, the gamesmanship of the show, all of that, the financial aspect and the monetization of the show and different ways how we can monetize and market and build our brand. Well, that's the same with politics.
No doubt.
And so these little secret meetings we have, can you imagine how, dirty and just scandalous their little meetings are? When we're just dealing with little peanuts over here compared to the overall, scheme of things as far as the Democratic versus Republican Party, parties. I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
Think about how dirty it gets.
Scout and Big Gulp, 5 subs on Kick.
What the hell are you doing?
Strap yourself in. The emotional roller coaster is about to start.
We will give nothing back to the academic community, as well as provide no public service of any kind. And just so you know, hot dog.
There's not enough soap in the world to make him clean up his act.
Get out of my sight!
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Put yourself over.
Let me,
Those were down.
let me,
Yes.
+1 to Brian for the pop.
All right.
Okay.
Got it.
We got to get into the Troy Aikman stuff.
Oh, that hot pizza.
Let's do that next, okay? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Maybe so.
He's dead. He's dead.
Did
Pat Robertson.
Oh, Pat Robertson?
700 Club. Dude,
Oh, he
right?
died?
He's dead.
Thank goodness.
We don't have to watch that stupid. Well, they'll play reruns.
Did you send him the article that has the actual pictures from their vacation in Italy?
Yeah, I mean, I got...
Yeah, I think so.
Brian, we got everything, okay?
Whatever
So
was on New York Post.
We got it, okay? So just chill. Just be ready to chime in with your fucking
Get ready to
schmarmy.
chime in, Brian. I'm not gonna be ready.
No.
What?
Why you gotta fucking,
Oh, it's just a reaction.
why you gotta fucking mimic me?
Motherfucker, I sing along to the radio in your voice.
Like,
First class, up in the sky. I was doing that yesterday. Then I added my little, I used to have a plane. Forgot about your first class.
you know what? You got Bubba ticks.
Oh, yeah. I got lots of ticks.
Right?
Fucking hell yeah. Yes,
I mean,
sir.
Do you tick me a lot at home?
Oh.
Privately?
Privately, yes, of course.
You do?
In the bedroom?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting close!
Hong Bobo.
Faster! Yo, pick up the pace, yo!
Take bad boy around the farm. Around
That's
the barn.
all you got? How about taking another 2 fingernails? Full sack down.
Make me a sandwich.
Picture on naked, fucking yelling the
I'm
parody.
thinking about the BK. What is it? Stacker, slider, whopper. What is it?
And then while you're in the middle of fucking, you even ask yourself, what is it?
Wait, what is it though? Was it a stacker? Slider? I can't remember. I'm having internet fucking troubles here, so I hope I can't see anybody's chat. I'm sorry. It's all frozen up. Frozen.
Our engineer's at home with a blowed up throat.
What?
Andy.
Oh yeah.
Our internet engineer who being here fixing all this shit is fucking.
You don't feel sick, do you?
No, not at all. I ain't fucking sick.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm good as fuck.
First class.
Hold on.
Stop. Stop playing.
Merch crap.
Up in the sky. You know what song I'm singing?
What?
You know what song I'm singing?
No.
Yes! We did it! Finally! I have 19.7 on Instagram.
Oh,
It's been sitting at 19.6 for like months.
What?
Our numbers.
I got
And we
to
finally got to
19.7.
19.7. I was like, is it fucking broken? Like, what the fuck's going on? But
Hello, is this thing on? Now use Twitter to promote the other platforms.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. Get all those Twitter followers to get on the gram.
I'm posting this.
I got all 13 of them.
Manarich? Is that what his name is?
Tony Mandrich.
How do I spell it? Mandarich.
Man, the rich suck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Haley Clark set her account to private.
Oh yeah, because people are fucking like, who is this bitch?
Yep.
I know, that's why I couldn't find it. Also the internet. Yeah, buddy. Up in the sky. I used to have a Cessna. Not anymore.
She has these Bubba ticks, Brian. She'll be in the middle of talking, and then she fucking turns into me, and has like a Bubba tick, and then it's literally like Tourette's.
I can't help it. It's involuntary.
And she's got like 6 or 7 of my sayings, and she'll
I'll just be singing along to the radio by myself in the car.
and then you'll just break
First
it.
class. Up in the sky.
I want to know when these sites are going to start learning, like, screenshot shit. Don't fucking embed the link to their Instagram on your website, or at least have the screenshot saved so when they take the photo down, you have that to put up onto your story. Because now all these stories have dead links to, because she set her Instagram to private.
Yeah.
So now half these stories are worthless.
Are you talking about the way we're doing it?
No, I'm talking about the way in the news report. So this Haley Clark chick, she put her Instagram to private now. So all the news articles that link directly to her Instagram pics and embedded those in the articles, they're all dead links now. They don't work.
Yeah, that's why I was having trouble finding it.
Yeah.
The following presentation has been closed captioned.
Great visual. I'll make sure of that.
Welcome to the revolution.
It's a remarkable achievement.
His perception becomes your reality.
Check this out.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
We're about what? A break behind, Lummy, I think?
Yes. About that. We're not too far behind.
Do you really know what we're supposed to be right now?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah, we do 2. We're
at
technically supposed to average 2 an hour. Yes.
Technically, break 4 is supposed to be what time?
Break 4 should have been around 8 o'clock.
Give yourself a +1, my little pumpkin, for knowing.
Thank you.
Some inside stuff. Look at you. See, you're feeling better about yourself, aren't you?
No, not really. But I'm not going to let it affect.
not really.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm not blaming you or mad at you.
You shouldn't be mad at anybody. Collectively,
He's just mad at himself.
Let me collectively as a team, we got through. We needed to get through the Alex Stein gets on the whatever show, and we got it. We got through it. We got the content from the deal. We were able to talk about it. It was a funny break. It was some great content.
Yeah.
You just you were supposed to be the guy that got that break. That's kind of your job to would have gotten that for me. You didn't. Anna just drops a mic, finds it in 2.2 seconds. Brian then narrows it down to exactly where it's at. Exactly your job, what big deal?
No, it's not that.
What you have to understand is we were able to get through it, make it funny, and we're good. We're good, buddy.
Oh, I know. It's just
but you're like you want to keep just making it a big deal.
No, it's not about that anymore. It's just so about
what's it about now?
The internet. That I'm trying to get this other computer up and running quickly.
Yeah, we're all having internet issues.
The whole thing's down, so I can't message you if you ask for something. So I've been trying to do that during the break.
Okay, buddy.
Sorry.
But
that's the only reason. I don't want to get you upset.
Okay, well, I'm not upset if you're not upset, and I was going to give you a +1 for making a small little comeback right there.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
What's the score right now?
Rhett -4. Mm-hmm. Lummy only -1.
Only -1.
Nice.
Is that an optimistic way of saying it?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, sorry. I'm even. If you gave me that +1 on the knowing what I was supposed to be doing, then I'm actually even.
Okay.
I'm even happier. Anna is +1 and Babyface is currently +2.
Okay. Thank you, buddy.
No problem. And you have a GD.
Oh, see, you didn't have to put that in there.
Okay.
I mean that's
okay.
Par for the course.
I know you have to keep score of my GD, but when we're feeling good, that was kind of like a little FU.
Sorry.
That's a mess up right there.
I just did not want you to think I forgot about it.
Hold on.
-1.
I'm not gonna. She makes a valid point. Like we're feeling good. We're getting the break done. I'm feeling good about myself, and then you're taking your lumps, and then you
read the room, dumbass.
Well, you
then you real schmarmy last minute kind of give me that little FU by saying don't forget you have a GD in there. You should have known in your little head. I'm not going to say anything about the GD right now. I'm just going to take it like a man.
Sorry. Well, you told me on Monday if I forgot anything that in any of the lists that I would be in trouble.
I know, but you should just have
Stop
known.
listening to my past self.
You should just known, buddy. Okay.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I'll correct myself.
All right, so I'm not asking you to correct yourself. That's going to take a point away.
Oh, dang it.
Oh no.
Okay. I mean,
the house always wins.
That's a mess up.
Back to -1.
Okay. Only a
-1 still.
Only a -1.
I just don't want to be the number one.
What do you mean?
Number one loser.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's going to be hard for me to get -4, but still.
I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
But still, we got a lot.
Yeah, we're only
hour and a half left.
I mean, we got 90 minutes left, buddy. Right? I mean,
that's true. There's a lot of time for me to mess up.
Are you just always a nervous wreck about not messing up?
Yeah, I want to shoot even at least. It's like a golfer score. I want to be even. I want to be in that plus category.
I think most people come in here and do a show and they'll be like, okay, I really don't care about what my score ends up. It's all big work anyway. But you actually do worry about it, don't you?
100%.
Like it means something.
Oh, I start monitoring when people are, either around 1 or 2. I'm like, I can't be above them. Just ride the line. Bubba's right, everything.
Okay, just settle down, okay, buddy?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Hello?
Hey, Bubba, it's Las Vegas Mario. How you doing today?
Good. Las Vegas Mario. Thank you.
Just wanted to say, Babyface, I'm glad you're back, man. You cook the books when you're there. I love it. I love when you're there, man. Putting you over, man.
He cooks the books. Look at that.
Yep.
Thanks. I don't know if that's calling you a crook or calling you a genius. Cooking the books.
I'll always take it as a compliment if I can.
Right.
We do have a category for that.
What, Lummy?
Fan mark out.
Oh,
so Brian gets another one.
Hold on.
Look at that smile.
hold on.
Wow. He's
I
glowing.
didn't even know it was a category.
See, hold on.
But I'm laughing because I
Lummy,
get
you
way
are
more
so
hate.
precious.
I know.
Lummy, you are so precious because we didn't even know that was a category, and you could have just kept your mouth shut, knowing that you don't want to help that guy out right now because it makes you look even dumber, right?
Yes.
But then you come in and because you're honest engine, with your scout fingers up, always wanting to tell it, and you remind us, even to your detriment, that there is a category for what Brian just went through.
Yep.
Making sure that he gets his point.
That's right. Got to be fair to the game.
Wow.
Thank you, Lum Lum.
No problem.
So what's that category called?
Fan mark out.
So somebody a fan just marked out to Brian, so Brad would be an additional point for him.
Yep.
And I guess, nothing.
Yeah, now he's +3.
But Lummy, I feel as if I almost need to give you an honest engine, like an honest Abe point for bringing that out.
I'll take that back to even.
Scout and Big Gulp, $25 on PayPal.
All right, Lummy. So there you go. You're back to
yes. Back
but
to even.
as soon as I give Lummy just some little remnants that I'm going to give it back, he just jumps right back on it and keeps score real fast. Back to even.
Yeah.
Before I can even tell him what the category is going to be. Hey, I'm going to let you off on this. Honest. Back to even.
Yep. Honest
knowing that he's got one coming.
Yep. Honest 8 point.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
So you're back to even. So what's the current scores right now before we get into the Aikman deal?
Rhett is -4. Lummy is even. Anna +1 and Babyface +3.
Man, he's a runaway.
Yes.
Oh, there's plenty of time for me to fall on my face.
Yeah.
You may think it's over. I'll blow that lead like the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl.
And Lummy will be the Patriots.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's Tom Brady.
And today, and Lummy just gets a +1, but you messed up like 5 times, so you're a 0, and Lummy scores ahead of you for the day. Yeah, when you had this big-ass lead. Lummy, you're like the little engine. Don't just keep it going. Keep it going.
Just get my little 1 point when I can.
Just be scrappy.
Like singles all the time.
Yeah, just
till I get around.
like Pete Rose.
That's right.
Not very, just little single dink and dunkers.
If I end my day as a 0, it's a good day for me.
That's right, Brian. It sure is.
That means I didn't make Bubba mad,
Yep.
and I didn't make him happy. I just was off Bubba's radar.
He walks in, Ashley's like, "What'd you score today?"
Got a 0.
And really,
Today was a 0. Drop those pants. Here comes the pay.
Can you imagine, man? That's how messed up our system is. Is if you can score 0, you won.
Mm-hmm. It's a good day. Have to say it was a good day.
What kind of place are you working for, man?
Oh, that's the least of our worries around here.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Trust that.
He messed around and got a 0 double.
That's right. Thanks, Brian.
All right, so listen, Troy Aikman. Now he was with his wife is pretty hot.
Yeah, but she's in her 50s, so
is she in her 50s?
Yes.
All right, this
and he married her in 2017.
This,
I think.
This is, I think, Troy. I think this is Troy Aikman's wife. I think this is his current. Is this his current wife?
Well, currently newest ex, I guess.
Well, no, but like this was the
woman that was in his life.
This is the woman that he's, I think, probably either divorced or getting divorced from.
Correct.
Kappa.
This one right here, and she's how old? Like they have
52. I mean,
30. They have kids together.
I believe so.
And
he's 57, by the way. So
he's my age.
Yeah,
he's 57. And this is her name. Is her name Kappa?
She goes by Kappa. Her real name's Catherine. Her maiden name's Moody.
56.
Mooty.
And I had it a few minutes ago, but she's all right.
Not bad for 52.
I mean,
I'll tell you
no,
that.
She looks great.
For a coup, this is her right here.
She looks beautiful
with her daughter. And she's 52, but you're Troy Aikman. You're 57. You're now worth, I don't know, $300 million.
That much?
Oh. I mean,
so he did more than just play football.
I mean,
oh yeah, he does TV. He's making $20 million a year right now. He's probably making more now than he was then. He's worth $65 million.
Right. He's worth $65 million bucks.
Right.
And he probably, I would think Brian has a prenup with this because He was a very highly heralded athlete, knowing he was going to get a big contract, even if he was with her in college.
No, that's his second wife.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's weird that he married someone that was his own age.
So you know that he's prenupped on this.
And she was all hooked up with the Dallas, with like Jerry's friends and family. So Troy may be a little bit on the outs with the
Oh, with the
Jerry
Joneses.
Joneses, because I think
she was like a friend of the Joneses.
Yeah, his current wife had a store, a fashion line with Jerry Jones's daughter or something like that, like a boutique in Dallas that they ran together. They're all friends.
Right. Well, this is yesterday's news. This is his current wife that he had kids with, and she's 52. But when you're Troy Aikman and you're 57,
I don't know if they had kids together.
Yeah, because they got married in 2017.
That was from his kids or his first wife.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe hers. I don't know.
So you're just wife number 2, step over Willie. Like, you don't even have kids.
Yeah.
If you don't even have any kids with him, then I mean, like, see you later.
His first one was clearly somebody that I think that he was with for a little while.
Right. Probably met, right as a rookie at Dallas, or maybe even maybe a UCLA sweetheart even.
They were 2000 to 2011.
Oh, so yeah, he was in the league already.
Yeah, he was in the league.
Yeah.
So he was a single man, running Dallas hard, and probably got lured in with a hot 23-year-old hot ass stripper, right?
She was the publicist for the Dallas Cowboys.
There you go. She was probably hot as hell.
She was all right. She was good for 2000 hot, yeah.
Right. And then you go to the second one that you're getting divorced, and you have some kids. You got 2 kids. I think he had 2 kids with wife one, right? That high school sweetheart.
One was born in 2001, another 2002.
So he has 2 back-to-back kids. Because she doesn't know how long this ride's going to last, so she wants to pop them out as quick as she can. Don't think bitches are strategizing too. If you're a hot chick, 23, 24, and you're hooked up with an athlete, there's statistically, it's just not really. I don't know. I look at the statistics, Brian, of professional athletes' first marriage success. Right? I mean, like, I guarantee you, most athletes are divorced.
Yeah,
because they elite athletes, not just some ham and egger that made it through the league 7 years, but like the elite athletes.
So
the Michael Irvins,
they rarely stay with their first partner.
They're Aaron Rodgers. They're Baker Mayfield. You just
Shaq.
Yeah, the Shaq. These big franchises, and Troy Aikman is a huge franchise. If you're a chick, this guy's worth it. So anyway, he's got the initial sweetheart knocked up, 2 kids, child support. But he probably had a prenup with her, so he didn't get beat up too bad.
Athlete divorce rate's probably about 20% higher than regular. Like the standard is like 60%. Athletes are estimated at 80.
Exactly. So you're MILF number 2. Boom. The only thing that you don't got, you always try to get pregnant by these guys. That way, you got an 18-year, annuity. And then, boom, once you're 57 years old and you're this elite of an athlete with this much money and this big of a brand, now, Lummy, it's time to go back down and get you a 20-year-old.
It looks like Troy Aikman, in his first divorce,
if you're a pimp,
he only had to pay her $1.75 million.
Yeah,
one with 2 kids.
Please, that's what he paid the clubhouse boy that year. Like what? Troy Aikman walked away, Brian, on his first marriage with $1.7 million. That ain't nothing.
Why do you think they keep getting remarried, though?
I don't know. They're stupid.
Like, I know you have a prenup, but still, like, what's the point?
Oh, because these bitches they're just pushing for it. And you give in.
You don't have to. A billion chicks will have sex with you.
But for some reason they got that. They just got that bomb ass pee.
Clearly not, because he's leaving her. So
no, that's number 2. So when she's she times out when you're a big time athlete like 57 years old. Where if you're Troy Aikman. And your second wife is, you met her when she was like 35 and hot.
No, but he didn't. They got married when she was like
she was already like
50.
48.
Yeah,
well, that's 47 when they got married.
That's him being stupid.
No, I think that was him being in good with the Joneses, and this was a friend, and he was
kind of a forced up Willie, maybe kind of deal.
Maybe, or maybe it started hot and heavy, and then
whatever. Then then boom, now she's out. But thank God he didn't have any kids with her.
Yeah, she had one. He went into it with she had one.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
That would. That's even more of a pussy ass move when he married her with an existing.
Yep.
Wow, damn, Troy. I thought you were bigger. I thought you were a bigger pimp than that.
But Brian did say during the break, he said that he's had a lot of concussions.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Well, listen, he's finally. You know what? He's finally coming
to his senses.
He's finally come to his senses. At 57, he got rid of the 52-year-old. Now he's cooking with some fire. I mean, he's down to a 29-year-old. This is the way. If you're if you're Troy Aikman worth $60 million. Now, is this the new one or the old
34, actually. That's the old
she's
one.
34.
Yeah, that's
the
the
new
opposite.
one's 34, so 22 and a half year age difference.
Is that the new one?
Yes.
Milking the elephant?
There was like this article written about them like 6 months ago about the secret to a happy marriage. They got divorced.
Yeah, well, this is
That right
this is
there's
Troy
the
Aikman's.
secret to a happy
Yeah,
right,
labor.
Right there. That's the new one, right?
That is right up your alley, right, Bubba? You put some fake knocks on her, and she's good to go for Bubba Clem.
Oh, yeah. For anybody. Yeah. She's so... And how old is she? 29?
34 again.
That's a little... I mean...
I'm surprised he didn't go younger.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, Troy, you're not the pimp that I thought you were, kid. I mean, if you know, like the real true pimpus is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah.
He has
25-year-old.
Yep, they time out at 25.
And he times them now. He times them now at 25.
Yep. Although he was hanging out, and I'm sure that she was an exception, but Irina Shank, is that it? Her name? She's like a Russian model. She's absolutely stunning.
And who's?
But she's 37. She used to be married to Bradley Cooper, Irina Shank. I think that's her name.
Oh, really?
It's short for like
and she's now who's she blasting?
His oldest girlfriend ever was a 28-year-old model, Rose Bertram.
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, his oldest girlfriend, like who's actually I
wonder if he goes down to like the 18 and 19s.
He's been known, 19. I think, 1920 is...
There was an Israeli model he was hanging out with that was 19, and people were like all up in arms.
That's hot, man. That is pimp.
That is pimp.
That is pimp.
I mean, even us guys, man, that like really want to like... I mean, it's tough for us guys to really put another dude over like that. But like if you're true to the game and you're me, like you heard me, Lummy, and Brian all say, that's pimp. Like, knowing that if you're that old, if you're 57 years old... No, I'm sorry. How old is Leonardo DiCaprio?
It's like in his 50s. I
yeah,
think.
He's in his 50s.
I think. Let me double check.
I mean, if you're in your 50s and you got the ability to...
48, pardon.
All right. So if you're
Close.
48, 49, and you got the ability just to blast 19-year-olds at will...
Not rape them.
No, yeah, I mean, like nothing illicit at all.
No, I know.
I mean,
know.
all like they just want to be with you, and they're just like they want to be your girlfriend. They want to give you anything that you could ever want. Any fantasy. They're so young and they're so nubile, but they're you know what? They're so legal, but it's such a naughty ass game, isn't it?
He had Giselle before Tom. Tom got his sloppy seconds.
Well, that's right. He had Giselle when she was young.
To
right?
20 to 25 or something like that. To 2000 to 2005, he had her. His body count is just unreal. Like looking at the women that he has bagged is just exceptional.
I mean, he might be. He might be the senior Peterman of all Hollywood ever.
Well, not even quantity, but the quality of his is just
he's not just numbers. It's like
who's the all-time who would be the big Hollywood playboys over the years?
Like he's the Casanova. Like Casanova wouldn't just bang any woman.
Yeah.
It was only like top tier quality.
He's
women
not,
he was able to persuade to have sex.
You
with
don't
him.
see Leonardo DiCaprio with ever some kind of white trash bitch with tattoos.
No, he's not Hugh Grant.
No.
Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods in it.
Yeah, the Waffle
you
House.
always see
Tiger Woods has sex with girls.
You always see Leonardo DiCaprio with just like these French, Swedish, European
models.
Straight models.
Yeah.
Just straight models. And that's all you ever see him with. Like sometimes you'll see, these celebrities with some white trash bitch or something like that in the alley, like in some kind of paparazzi scene, but always Leonardo's is like on a yacht with like, the hottest bitches ever. He might be the all-time. I mean, can you think of anybody that would be more like, I don't know, any star over our generation that was more of a pimp?
Wasn't George Clooney and Brad Pitt kind of really getting after it?
I'll say is Pete Davidson for an...
That is very true.
I mean, that's
that
bizarre.
Is insane to me.
Kim
His must be
Kardashian,
this big.
Emily Ratajkowski.
Because, I think all of us right
Ariana
now,
Grande.
we're all like, man, we get it with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Like, we get it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I get it.
It makes sense. He doesn't look like he has all the STDs.
Right. I mean, like, he looks like a real classy dude. But man, Pete Davidson. What if you're
He's a star, dude.
If you're
He's
a woman,
famous.
if you're a woman, man, and more importantly, like an A-list celebrity woman, like a Kim Kardashian, and Why would you even find him remotely attractive?
Because he's famous and he's got money.
Like if syphilis,
but I mean, Kim Kardashian is more famous.
There's
and got
almost
more
no one
money.
on the planet that can match her other than Kanye West, and he turned out to be, an anti-Semite.
well, actually,
so.
if hepatitis had a face, it would be Pete Davidson.
Yes, yes. Let me give him a pop right now, immediately on that.
He is just
Write
so
it down,
sickly looking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's not as important to women as other things.
God,
No, he's
Like
definitely
clout.
hung. Well, he's hung like a mule.
And then also, this is something that we talk about a lot in evolutionary psychology is mate copying. So actually, sometimes when men get mated, they become more attractive to other women because they've been pre-selected for. So if your past is Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian, and Emily Ratajkowski, you go, what? There is something about this guy that I need to get to know more.
It's actually the scientific term is stank on the hang low.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
wow.
stank on the hang low
Interesting.
is the scientific term to
Thank
describe when a guy is able to. P begets P.
Now, are you really honestly saying that is a term, or are you trying to be funny?
Stank on the hang low is an actual term. It's not scientific.
No, what I'm saying, is this a Brian term, stank on the hang low, or is this a real term that society uses?
No, it's a real thing. If you Google stank on the hang low, almost 500,000 hits on Google.
So what does stank on the hang low mean?
It means
mate copying, essentially.
Yeah, that once you get that essence, that once you get in there and you have that swag, it's swag essentially. It's swag.
Well, that's kind of different than what I'm talking about. Mate copying is like this man has been pre-selected for by other women, so there's clearly something about him that women find appealing, and that makes him more intriguing to other women.
I think I like Brian's exclamation better, but nonetheless, it's both the same. No, I mean, it's the same thing.
Well,
I wasn't trying to pop
Please
steal.
No, there's no. I mean, I don't. I'm just saying.
Are you saying the definition of Urban Dictionary on stank on?
Someone suggested Hugh Hefner, but Hugh Hefner was like raping and drugging women, so I don't think that counts.
And you know what? I exactly agree. I don't agree with Hugh Hefner either. I don't. I just
that doesn't count. You cheated.
Stank on my hang low. To have sexual intercourse with a woman resulting in the penis smelling like a can of tuna.
That is not.
What the hell?
That is not.
Yeah,
how
that's
it's used.
Hold on.
That's an
Stank on
urban-
my hang low says to have intercourse with a woman resulting in your penis smelling like a can of tuna. I mean, Brian, if you're going to use a term, you have to use a correct term. We're not talking about what your stank on the hang low is.
Okay.
Stank on the hang lows when you've been with a dirty chick.
Not a dirty chick.
Yeah.
Any chick, and it begets P. So once you get it, your confidence goes up.
Vagina
other women
gets
know,
vagina, you're saying.
Other
So call it
women
that.
know.
Vagina gets vagina.
Yeah, vagina gets you vagina because your confidence go up. Other women know that you've got it. You've gotten it. If they know that you're getting it and you're wanted,
Man,
then they want you too.
a lot of my sexual prowess in Tampa was that. Probably.
That's
because I was able
that
to
happens
talk.
to everyone
I think I
that's
talked.
famous.
Well, yeah, but I was able to talk about it on the air and brag about it, and be this bad boy, right? Tell everybody stories. Hello.
Sponge, how about knocking 4 points off Babyface this morning? A minute ago, he called them bolt-ons and not Diacos. How about it?
Man, everybody just don't tell me how to keep score on my show.
I don't think he was a Brian fan.
Jesus.
Thanks, Dan, for calling in.
You know what?
Glad you're a fan.
Yeah, hold on. Hello, Dan. Hello, Dan. That would be something that Dan would do, too. If Dan, hold on. Dan
had his driver, a homeless guy in front of his business.
Right now, man, right now, if Dan could pull it off, where he could either himself call and say those very same words or pay somebody to say those very same words, Dan would do it.
Oh, yeah.
That was the homeless guy that won't leave the front of his office by the bus by the Walgreens.
Listen, please, fans, do not call the show and give me suggestions on pops and attaboys and -4s and -2s. Stop with all that nonsense, okay? And you guys, stop. I got this. So anyway, this is Aikman's new one, right?
Yeah, that's
right here.
And so very disappointing. This morning at 5 a.m., all of her photos were still online. And because nobody knows how to work in the media, nobody screenshotted them. They just linked to her Instagram, which was public at the time. But since this story broke and since last night,
So,
I guess,
by the way, the woman's name is Haley Clark, Troy Aikman's new girlfriend. And how old is she?
34 still.
34. It's her,
Yeah.
Haley Clark. Okay. So the media has gone completely crazy, and they've gotten pictures of him and her on vacation. And rather than to screenshot him and have him forever, they just linked her Instagram, which was showing these pictures.
Right.
Right.
And so now that one that they're showing there in the middle is pretty much, they have two of those shots, and those are like the only two shots now that they really have.
When they had a lot more,
they
right?
had hundreds of photos of her, and in bikinis by the pool, looking extra hot.
And they were all stuff that she put on her Insta, and they should have captivated, but didn't. And instead, they just boy, was it cool for her to lock her account down, or did she really screw her brand up? And the fact that she could have really, I mean, right? That's a brand builder, is it not?
I think it's a Troy telling her, lock that up, please.
Oh,
because she's the one that posted the photos of them on Insta.
Oh, yeah, that's what the wife didn't know anything.
So this
no.
So this is like
that broke the
you
news.
Dumb bitch.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She just, you know what, this might get her broke up on. Like if I'm Troy, man, I'm thinking about breaking up with this bitch if she did me that dirty.
Yeah, that photo right there, his wife saw, and
that's how she got the news that it's over.
So listen, bitch, you're my new girlfriend. I'm going to leave my wife for you, but we're on vacation. We're having a great time. She doesn't necessarily know what I'm doing. I'm not necessarily in a position to tell her what I'm doing this weekend. I'm in the process of trying to get this thing unwound.
Well, hold on. It says that he posted those.
Oh, he posted them?
Has posted NFL great Troy Aikman has posted a series of steamy pictures with a much younger woman.
Wait, so that's from his Instagram?
I don't know. That's what the article said.
And he's the dumbest human being in the world.
It says right here, it says Troy Aikman's marriage seemingly over as new fling shares photo kissing him. Haley Clark seemed to share a date between her and Troy Aikman earlier this year.
So she posted them.
That's what it says.
Oh, it says different things all over the place.
This is what's
it's a
Fox
developing
News,
story.
Yes, so
Okay,
I don't know.
It's a developing story nonetheless. And if he posted them, he's the dumbest human being in the history of the world. And if she posted them, you don't think that he's not mad as hell right now, saying like really? This is not how, you've put me in a really, really bad situation. I strategically had some things to try to get done to get through this divorce. Like, Brian, a divorce that you planned is far worse than one, is far better than one that just gets, brought up onto you by a viral sensation.
From working
right?
with Regina,
Right.
which actually consult 844-ASK-GINA, $100 Bubba Army discount. Working with her, nothing makes an older woman angrier than seeing and being embarrassed publicly with the younger woman.
Oh, yeah.
And so it takes a situation that you may have had under control and he may have had working, and okay, she knows that I'm out philandering, but she doesn't know that it's this hot younger woman who's 20 years younger
or
than her.
maybe she does, but it's not public.
But it's not public, and now it's public, and now it's on.
Right, now it makes her look like a victim to
Now it's on. Yeah. Well, now it makes her, the younger woman, and she's older, and now
Timed
she's got to deal
and
with
it's
that.
not good, and it's not good for any of the parties. It's not good for Troy. For his brand. It's not good for the woman who's just getting ready to get left, and it's not good for the new girl either.
No.
Right? I mean, they all. And then it makes everybody probably feel sorry for the one getting dumped, right? I mean, wouldn't you feel so? Don't you feel sorry for her?
This is weird.
Don't you feel sorry for her,
Yeah.
the one that's getting dumped? They had to find out I'm getting dumped by my husband from this other bitch's Instagram.
Hold on. It says Clark seems to already be comfortable around Aikman's college-age daughters as they have accompanied their dad and his new flame to the European getaway. So there's a photo, I guess, of them all together as his kids. I don't know.
So this might be mom really does know what's going on, and this is going to happen. But we're technically mom and dad are still married, but this ship has already sailed.
But putting it public is problematic, because why would she set her account to private then? Why would he take, there's none of these, you can't find these photos of them in Italy anywhere on the internet. They're
Maybe
gone.
they were linked. I don't know.
They weren't linked. They were linked. I saw the article either last night or this morning. I can't remember. And they were absolutely embedded. The Instagram photos were embedded in all these articles. Now, when you click on the articles, it says unedited, undefined, undefined.
Right.
So whoever posted them either took them down or they made their account private.
I mean, needless to say, man, it has been probably a really big crap storm in the Aikman family in the last 24 hours.
But that's probably worth it.
Right?
For him, that's probably worth it right there. What did you say,
Brian,
though, Bubba?
But, Brian, think about right now, you're Troy Aikman, and as of this weekend, you're having a great time with your hot, new, soon-to-be bride, with your daughters that know about it and your wife that knows about it, but the public doesn't know about it because it's really not good for your brand. But the bottom line is, but the bottom line is, my lawyers are working with my wife's lawyers, and we're going to slowly unwind this the right way. I got children involved. We're just not going to let the public really kind of know the truth on this. We're just going to kind of gloss over this whole deal. Like, right, they're probably in that type of mode, and they actually have somewhat of a plan, a game plan for this, because they're trying to just be friends and unwind it correctly, and then boom, it becomes an internet viral sensation, and that's how you have
everyone finds out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that she did post them because it says that he's been tagged in these photos. Could you imagine, you dumb bitch, you tagged me in this?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're Troy Aikman, I mean, everybody's thinking, oh, this is his new girlfriend. But if you're Troy Aikman, you might be like, bitch, you're out of here. Like, you blew up my spot.
Yeah.
Like, you blew up my spot, bitch.
Well, it looks like this one says that they started slowly tagging each other about a couple months ago.
God. But she's not like, go to his Instagram and find me a photo of her. Like, I just looked at it. I didn't see one, but maybe I missed
had earlier
it.
uploaded pictures of their San Diego romance from May to December.
I think she did.
The 3-time Super Bowl champion had earlier uploaded pictures of his San Diego romance from May to December.
Mommy's like Johnny information over there.
I mean, I've looked up a couple articles on this new computer I got. So.
Everyone you hit Lummy with, Brian, he knocks out of the park. Everyone.
I'll send you these articles if you want.
Drink 8 beer.
Hey, man, just
he dated Sandra Bullock.
I'm just saying, man. You don't think, Brian, that in the last 24 hours, the Troy Aikman world wasn't at an all-time shiz storm, and the fact that he's got his baby. I mean, he's got his current wife that's calling him. He might be with his girlfriend. His current wife now knows. Or if she didn't know, she knows that your daughters are accompanying you with your new girlfriend at this resort and wherever the hell. Or maybe you already did know about it and you're good with it, but you certainly didn't want any of the next door neighbors knowing, right? Like, Troy, even if all parties were cool with it, none of these parties want the public to know. And really, everybody looks bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it doesn't help his brand, his image. He's making almost $20 million a year doing the TV deal.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want. I mean, in today's woke, cancel-ass society that we live in, this could get spun. And who's he work for now? Amazon. I mean, this could get spun so that Amazon would be like, oh my God, there's these protesters of Troy Aikman, and we've lost 8 advertisers because of women against Troy Aikman, or whatever. Right? Yeah. Troy Aikman, the serial cheater, or whatever like that. You get these trolls that have these, all of a sudden these hashtags for clickbait, and they start involving all these advertisers and start, getting a little bit of, that's how you get things done.
Well, it looks
Next thing you know, Amazon's like, man, listen, we lost like 4 advertisers because of this anti-Troy Aikman campaign. And maybe we don't need to have him on our team.
Yeah, it
right?
looks like according to a couple of accounts,
that's how you lose your gig.
They were leading separate lives. She hadn't posted anything on her Instagram or any social pages since 2020.
Yeah. I just don't know if you're Troy Aikman, if this was your strategy or not, because this has to be the worst strategy ever.
Sounds like they were like tagging each other. He's like you said, he's had many concussions.
But here's the thing: if they were tagging, he literally has scrubbed it. I'm on his Instagram page right now. I'm looking at his tags going back to November, December of last year.
It may have been like in stories and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe maybe they're breaking up.
Oh yeah.
Maybe this bitch doesn't even know that's how. Everybody wants to interpret it one way, like, oh my God, but Zoinksville, like, this is his girl, but maybe he's trying to get rid of this bitch. Yeah. And that's why he's dropped all. He used to have a bunch of pictures of her, Now he doesn't. Maybe that's how
Well,
pimp.
how is this just now news is what I'm asking. Like, if they've been tagging each other for a while.
I don't know.
Why is it
Because
just
I
now?
don't think they have been tagging each other
Or
for
maybe
a
not
while.
in a romantic
I
sense.
think she may have gone
Yeah.
through and tagged him in a whole bunch of photos just now. And maybe they were. Maybe you got it, Bubba. Maybe they were on the outs.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I'll get you," and started tagging him in all of the photos that they were together.
See, but
and then set her account to private.
But societies is a bunch of marks, and they automatically want to interpret it one thing. But you got to deep dive this bitch and realize what this might be just the warning shot that was fired, and what's really going on.
Yeah. Because it doesn't make sense for him to have been tagging her and now they're all gone. I mean,
So this is what this is. This is a flameroni. This is okay. He stopped. He broke up with her and then removed on his Instagram and all of his world all pictures of him and her that were posted prior. She then said, "Oh, okay.
Want to play like that?
You want to play like that? Let me send you the real sexy one from our vacation." With your daughters and everything. Bam. And then after I drop that, for only 2 or 3 or 4 hours, I'm going to lock my account up. And then everybody's going to think this one way. And you're done, buddy. You want to break up with me like that and lie to me, you son of a bitch? Okay. Flame job. Maybe. It could maybe be that. Right? I mean, that's deep.
Sure.
Right? I mean, what do you think, Brian?
It's possible. I don't know that I care enough, but I will say this: Troy's in hella good shape.
Yes,
he looks
hella good shape for a 56-year-old dude.
Yeah, I'm not talking anything bad about him.
No, good on
But,
him.
I mean,
man.
you know,
he's gonna parlay this though. He's gonna parlay
and here's
this.
the
You're
deal,
gonna see him
man.
with a 30-year-old model.
Oh yeah, he should.
Absolutely.
Or Brian, the network steps in. This, again, God, I wish I could give myself points, but I can't. I come up with some brilliant
Just do
stuff.
whatever you want.
I really do. I come up with some great stuff. I don't ever get credit for it. Or Brian, you go out and get any bitch you want, Leonardo DiCaprio style, 28, 29, just hot as hell, and you keep it off the internet, and because Amazon came to you and said, we don't need you being a playboy, and being we got enough heat right now with what you just did to your wife. We got enough heat. We don't need you to continue look at me, I'm Troy Aikman, I'm the pimp of the world. We don't need that. It's a bad look for us, and you're gonna lose your $20 million a year job if you do that.
That's possible.
What I'm saying, like if you're Troy Aikman, man, the network could come to you and say, not the pimp on the blimp, 28-year-old deal. Lock that bitch down for your brand. I guarantee you, his Tom Bean is telling him, we're not playing these pimp games. No, is he going to be Bubba Clem and not listen and let his best friend have sex with his wife and tape it? I don't know. Or is he going to be Troy Aikman and be, calculated and shut everything on down? And when you date that 28, 29-year-old, you're not blasting it all over the internet.
I can't wait for the Joe Buck Troy Aikman sex tape.
Well, I mean, you know what? That's a +1, my little friend.
I began to hallucinate and thought a houseplant was talking to me.
Prescription medication.
Oh, man.
Prescription medication.
Rare delicacy.
It takes a lot of great prescription medication to make the show sound this mediocre. Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Yummy. Nice.
Now, we're way behind, Lummy.
Yeah, man, we got
Fuck me.
Fuck me running.
I got to do a super beats.
Yep.
Fuck me raw. Fuck me raw.
Lummy, I got to do a super beats. You got to help me out here.
Super beats tonight.
Do you want to take your super beat this morning? You don't want to disrupt your fast for a super beat? It'd be a great promo for it. So good, Anna Hummel breaks her fast just to have one.
Fuck me running. Fuck me. Fuck me.
I have to stop. I have to hear myself. I'm trying to live life, and then I have to hear myself.
What?
When you parrot me, I have to. It messes with me.
When I'm trying to talk dirty as you. Fuck me.
Because, see, she wants to say that on her own, but she knows if she says it at me, it doesn't count. That's how sick that bitch is.
Sorry.
Am I right?
You're right.
She wants to,
right.
She projects everything through you.
Well,
through the Bubba filter.
She filters it, and if it's dirty, she makes it Bubba, and if it's like, cool and pristine and girly, then she makes it her Anna.
And it's me.
Oh. Did you see the stat the other day, Bubba, that somebody estimated that out of every 100,000 people in Miami, 1,100 of them have OnlyFans accounts?
How many? What?
So essentially 1.1% of the population of Miami has an OnlyFans account.
That much?
Yes. That's the estimate that they came up with. One out of every 100 people in Miami has an OnlyFans.
Man, OnlyFans is fucking like really the Wild West.
It's the only form of
like
currency these days.
But you gotta be. I mean, you gotta be fucking either full blown fucking doing bad stuff, or like there's nothing. You can't be just some pretty. I don't think you can just be some average girl and be on OnlyFans and make any money.
I just sent you the link.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't think the girls that are just like, hey, I'm gonna pick up the kids today, and
oh no, those are the ones that can make some cash, man.
For real?
Yeah. Absolutely. The mom style where they have. So what they do is they'll have their safe Twitter and then their not safe Twitter. So you can see them in their everyday life as a normal human being, but then see them also. It's kind of that lady in the streets freaking the bed type
I know, but
of thing.
so then they'll do like but just like her nude or like her fucking.
They all end up fucking.
Blair Witch.
Look at that Amaranth chick. She's become full hardcore, BBC porn.
Amaruth has?
Yeah.
Like she's now doing black guys?
Like full on, porn. Like, BBC porn videos, things like that.
Amaruth is?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on.
So is it just would that make like if you're a dude, man, you should if you're a single dude, you probably should get down to Miami? Or does that mean, man, Miami's got some fucking dirty birdies?
No, the ones down in Miami, they're all too busy filming and making their content. But that's crazy.
No, but that means
one out of every 100 people in Miami has an OnlyFans account.
So, but those bitches, I mean, there's a lot of that means there's a lot of fucking going on, right?
Yeah, that's true. But they like to do it with each other, like, because it's a cloud exchange with them, right? So if you have a name and a presence, and I have a name and a presence, let's work together.
Well, hold on, that's
collaborate.
Hold on, that's when you're big time. But when you're just starting out in the business, you probably got to do a couple of.
Oh yeah, you got to do a couple of regular dudes.
Probably a couple organic willies, right?
Yep.
How many people does OnlyFans have?
Fucking hundreds of thousands, probably.
Las Vegas is second to Miami, but almost half the rate, 670 per 100,000. So 0.67 per 100.
I hate that story. Here we go. Let me slow day, Cash Pal, Venmo, PayPal.
Cash Pal.
Really fucking slow. Maybe they don't like Brian. You know what? I think it's me.
Oh no, Blair Witch 25 on the Cash App.
Yeah, I think it's me. I think the depletion, the latest little drop in money is strictly, completely my hosting. They think I'm I'm not as good as I like. I'm just not as good as
you were yesterday.
There's 2.1 million content creators on
I just am not as good. I'm just not as good as I used to be, Lovey.
What is there not to like about the show? Bubba the Love Sponge.
Guys are awesome.
And I love the sponge.
The show's cool. It's real, man.
He makes me laugh my ass off every time I listen.
I'm a full trucker fact man, so it gets me through the day all the time.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Man, that makes you sound pretty. I mean, that promo alone makes you sound like you should be listening to the greatest radio personality in the history of the world.
Who put that together?
I don't know.
That's good though.
Jesus, it was like, yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge. Bitch.
Giving a pop to whoever put that together.
Yeah. Let me don't write to unknown person.
I don't listen to Brian.
All right, thank
you.
I said I'm giving a pop. I didn't
I feel like I'm in a video game right now. There's a little laser thing that goes on here in a minute too. Hold on. Please don't make me look stupid. Please, song Have a Laser.
Mitch Lucarelli,
Hold on, here it
30
comes.
on the Venmo.
On the Venmo. There we go. I wasn't crazy when I thought I had heard an 80s type laser. Who was the latest Venmo?
Mitch Lucarini, 30 on the Venmo.
I really think it's me.
No.
We've been a little slow the last couple weeks.
Blair Witch, 25 on the Cash App.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. But I really do think it's if we were to be true to the game, I think it's me. I think maybe I've lost a step. Maybe I'm just not nearly as funny as I used to be. What do you think?
No way, Bubba. Not true at all.
I think it's me. Today's a bad day.
It might be you. I mean,
I'm the only variable.
I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Fridays are a lot better, but I mean,
Milton, would you? I mean, let me.
I just keep the stats back here, Bubba. I'm sorry.
Brian, does he not know he's so over, right?
No, he is.
Like he's so lovable, and
if
he's
you go
so
at
over.
him, and you go at him, and then everybody turns on you like pit bulls in the chat. It's tough to handle him.
Right, it really is. Because he kills you with kindness, and then if you try to strike back on him, chat just comes to his defense.
Yeah.
And will completely cut you to threads. I mean, he's like their little, he's like their little Jerry's kid.
It's like, I was gonna say, it's like dealing with somebody who's really smart but has Down syndrome.
Right.
Like there's only so much you can do to them before you look like a bag. But I said you're really smart.
But hold on, Lummy. But that's who Lummy is to chat.
Yeah.
Like their chat collectively has Lummy as it's their little experiment, and he's this autistic kind of slow guy, but is super smart and entertaining. And just will kill you with stats but has like kind of a Milton feel about it, and has to keep score. Lummy.
Yes.
Susan Poitras on the PayPal, and for 25. Thank you. We got a little. That's first PayPal action we've had in a while.
No, we had Scout and Big Up earlier.
Oh, we did.
25 on the PayPal.
Give Brian a pop, Lummy.
How did he see the PayPal?
I don't know. He's everywhere.
They put it in chat because nobody was calling it out because the Lummy's computer was down, so they're making sure it was known.
Look at John.
Well, technically,
John Ellie.
I don't see PayPal.
I know, but Susan Poitras, $25. John Kostika, 50, and Scout and Big Gulp, 25 on the PayPal today. Sorry for the delayed reaction. I'm in charge of PayPal, and I've just been, shot out of a cannon today trying to keep this ship from sinking.
Also, shout out Scout and Big Gulp. I believe I'm expecting a package from them today in the 12th. I believe they bought me some new puppy supplies.
Oh.
You got a puppy?
I did. I'll be getting her Saturday.
Like a designer dog, or
yeah, he's got one of those wiener dogs.
Oh,
one of those.
Scout and Big Gulp are so good, like they know our lives, and they know when we got new dogs, and they're so very animal friendly. Scout and Big Gulp are there are lesbians. There are right? There are just like we are kind of chats. We also have some things what Scout and Big Gulp. What are they, Lummy?
There are lesbians.
There you go. Right. We got
Hall of Famers.
Yeah, they're all Hall of Famers. They're just great people. Hello.
Hey, Bub, I just need to give Lummy a mark out. I mean, the show is just so much better when he gets to put his thoughts in. So that's a mark out for Lummy.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Lummy's.
I'll send your $5 to you.
Lummy's plumber. Lummy, that is a category.
All right.
Where Now, if I do feel as if, chat all got together and they said, let's all call Bubba and start doing, let me mark out calls, then I'll and let me now please realize this, okay?
Yes.
Because you do control chat.
Yes.
If that would happen, if I ever get 2 of those more back to back, then at that point, I think I'm getting worked and everyone will be a minus for you.
Okay.
So, you might want to control them and make this an honest deal. So, the bottom line is, if I'd have 2 back-to-back Lummy as a mark-out calls because they're trying to run your score up because, they are you and you are they. And if I ever get more than 2, then that third one that I get, Lummy, potentially could start going, every one of those are subtractions because you guys are working me.
All right, no one call ever again.
Luckily, that
Wayne
won't
Van Viper, 25 on the Cash App.
Looks like we're doing good today.
Lummy said, don't anybody ever call again. Is that what she said?
Yes, no more fan markouts, please. Thank you. I'll take them in chat.
Well, let me. What is today? What is the score for today?
It is Rhett -4.
You always have to start out with burying a guy, don't you?
Well, it's just how I wrote it down. I'm sorry, Rhett.
Right. So we're gonna go bury us.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you'd go in best standing to the guy that's in the basement.
Okay, I'll reverse it.
That's the format that I would like.
Okay.
So the winner down to the loser.
Okay. Babyface +5.
Wow, what?
Yeah, +5.
+5, and there's 37 minutes of the show left?
Yeah.
What a turnaround from a -7 to a +5.
I'm still -3 on the year.
Yeah.
But but hey, it's like losing game 1. You just won game 2, right?
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Series is almost tied. Okay, so this is for today.
Yep.
Thursday, June 8th. Now, are you keeping this in your Trapper Keeper?
Yeah, I have them all for the week. And
how many Trapper Keepers did you end up getting?
About 4.
Right.
Maybe 5.
And are you working on a backup system?
Yes, I am.
I feel like that Kennedy dude.
Oh, yeah.
Robert Kennedy
Got a little
Jr.
frog in my throat. So, do you have a backup system and things?
Yes. Me and Macho have been working on it.
Right. Well, Macho's not in today.
I know.
though,
so I'll have to take care of it myself.
So according to your notes, if I asked you any day, what was the first day we started keeping show score?
6-1.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
That quick?
These are my backup notes.
Okay. And and so our very first day, how did it end up scoring?
Well, now I did not total the first day one yet because
why?
We just started. You just told me to start totaling them today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back through my notes here, then total everything, and then have everything for the end of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a little system.
Well, okay.
I just haven't been able to do it today. Sorry. I'll have it. And if you want, I'll have a month update too.
Oh.
From June 1st.
He's trying so hard.
Gotta keep up on it.
Then he laughs at himself.
I feel uncomfortable with Brian. He's looking at me.
I didn't look
With
at
his
you
big
once.
teeth. I can see you in the camera.
Do you see he's looking at me with those teeth?
Yeah.
So am I.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I see is teeth when I look up at the screens.
Him and her, man, that's a lot of teeth per capita,
It
isn't it, buddy?
is.
And those lights are bright.
If Anna and I had a
is it
baby, it'd be
scary?
the favorite to win the Kentucky Derby.
I mean,
Sure would.
I mean that's a fall on your face.
Oh, dang.
Time for another bathroom break. We'll make sure they wash their hands.
Gross, your mouth was open.
This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Man, that was it. Lummy, they
You're bothering me, Brian.
They got it. I think we got. Oh, no, Jesus Christ.
Group said the horse would win by a nose.
You might want to tell Rhett that he might be able to get some really good breaks out. There's been some really funny. Will you take my plate? Thank you, Lummy. No problem.
Yeah, chat says it was a pop. But
They don't dictate it, Brian.
Lummy's on fucking fire today, is he not?
He sure is.
Fuck.
Fuck me, right?
I mean, I gotta tell you, man, fucking Lummy is on fire today.
He is. Just like New York City.
Well,
Canada.
I mean, yeah. Sorry. Just like Nova Scotia.
All right, we're gonna do super beats. Super beats. They're super beat.
It's super beaten. It's a very chewy, gummy thing. And it's wrapped up in silver.
Are you doing an after show today?
I could.
Perfect.
And when you chew it, it makes your heart strong.
Okay, let's just go ahead and stop.
Grab us on the streets.
All right, it's funny, but it's getting creepy. Get ready to lose points, cuz. Okay. Now I got Brian. No, I think Brian was really trying to not imitate me. He was trying to.
No, that was my Rick James.
He didn't. Yeah, Super Freak.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do Miami. We'll do Miami OnlyFans.
Miami.
Because we had a good off-air discussion, but we haven't talked about it on air.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
Fucking nuts to me. You walk down the street to Miami and you pass 100 people. One of them has an OnlyFans. But that's crazy.
That's what Miami is fucking known for. OnlyFans, porn.
I know, but that's pretty nuts.
Is it?
Well, yeah, because there's also normal life that goes on in Miami. It's not all porn and OnlyFans down there. They have businesses. They have bodegas.
Yes.
Yes. They have sports franchisees. Which the Lionel Messi news is huge.
But you got to think if they're in the Miami proper, like South Beach and shit. That's crazy.
Tim Theory.
We're on Twitch. We're on Twitter, Lummy. Lummy.
Yes, sir.
Are you over there?
I'm here now.
You ready for fucking super beats?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. Do you think you can do it all by yourself?
Ooh. Lummy on air read. I love it.
Hold on. So Lummy, just to let you know, that's where we're gonna work. You might want to start reading. I'm giving you a 3-minute notice.
I will try to see what I can
Lummy, you know that.
Have you seen my staple?
Lummy, they always give you copies.
No, I never got that one. I've never gotten human.
Lummy, okay? I'm gonna give you this. Okay, come up here. Come up here. Okay.
Okay.
Lummy, hurry! You might want to hurry. Okay.
Move your legs faster.
So Lummy, this is, we're going to air check this for the client, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, you know what I'm saying? Really, this is a pretty big moment for you, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
This could lead to special endorsements.
This could lead to a client saying, "Hey, Bubba, we would prefer Lummy to be the spokesperson, so we're gonna pay Lummy." Lummy, now all of a sudden you're making $500-600 extra a month to do live stream,
Yeah.
That's what just think. How cool would that be? All of a sudden you're getting more endorsements than me.
Oh, that would never happen, Bubba.
No, but I'm the kind of guy where I'd be happy for you, because my business.
I get 50 points, but I'm happy for you.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I get 50 points, but I'm happy for you.
Actually, it's a 60-40 split to the company. So, because you're using our platform to promote this product.
I'm offsetting the 40 against your salary.
So, on a $1,000 endorsement, you're going to get 400. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. See, you're. Brian, will you be my witness as to when I gave him proposed deal, what his enthusiasm level was?
It was very excited, and you know what?
Hold on, did I hear the word perfect?
Perfect, and 400 is definitely more than 0, so he's not dumb. If you said $50 on 1,000, he'd say, that's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be fair, so that, the fans know that Lummy's being fairly compensated. I'm not taking advantage of his talent.
What about appearances? We got to talk about appearance fees for Lummy and the split on that.
Yeah, well, that's as needed. We'll get there. If you want to start doing appearances, people want to pay you. The company will take a vid. We'll take a vid. We'll get a processing fee and a vid.
I think Bubba should get more for the on-air stuff, and you get more for the appearance stuff.
Negotiate against you, Bubba.
No, I'm saying that
Now I got you covered, there, buddy.
Of course, 100%.
Like if, at the end of the day, if I thought 90-10 with 90 going to me was a fair deal, that you'd take that deal.
I think it's fair.
All day, every day. I'm an FT. Full tractor effect. You're my savior.
I listen to it in the morning and at night. It keeps me awake all night driving that big rig down the road.
Bubba the Love Sponge. We love you, brother. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Man, lot to sled through. Lummy from the hot bike, huh?
Oh, yes, a lot.
Me and Brian were just really. We're getting ready. Yeah, he did. He was like pulling for you, and I was negotiating, and we started. And Brian will at least will at least verify that me and Lummy just agreed upon. Negotiations started at 50-50, and they ended at 90-10. Did they not? Was the final deal 90-10, Lummy?
90-10.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm sorry. The defendant even says that the deal in itself before they went into hot mic was 90-10.
Yeah, he bid against himself big time.
Right.
I started him out at 50-50, and he ended himself at 90-10. Don't represent yourself, folks.
No. Well, not against me at least, nonetheless. When I'm trying to pay you, okay? So, Lummy, we did agree that, if because of this endorsement you're getting ready to do, you turn into a big-time star, and like a lot of the places, like, maybe Redline Oil or K&N or some of the places, obviously Skag Mowers, Miller Lite, Super Beats, Lightstream, Manscaped, Omaha Steaks, all the ones that we endorse, right?
Oh, yeah.
If all of a sudden they hear this read, because, all the ad companies, when we do reads, we send an air check to them. And so they're always talking about, hey, the guy, Jimmy Jones in Wichita, he does pretty good for us. Anytime we've done stuff with him, with Omaha Steaks and stuff, he really does good. Well, I got a reputation amongst a couple of these agencies that we do good endorsements, and that the Bubba Army is very cult-like. And when we promote something, the Bubba Army goes the best they can and goes and researches it, and if it's something they can use, they use it, right?
Yes, of course, 100%.
So that's why people hire us to be their spokesperson, right?
Yes.
And that's a large. It's actually a pretty decent number of our budget. It's a pretty big number.
Yeah.
That's like our fourth or third highest revenue piece is our advertising. Our spoken word endorsements, right?
Yes.
I'm getting ready for you to do your very first one on your own, and what I'm trying to say is, what if you nail it? And everybody, Tom Bean's calling me and be like, hey, we want to, Manscaped wants to switch over from Bubba over to Lummy. Next thing you know, Lightstream calls. Hey, Bubba, we really, you did a good job, but that Lummy guy, phew, we heard his Get Super Beats commercial, and whoa, can you give me some information on that guy? How much does he cost? And, all of a sudden, Lummy, nobody wants me anymore, and they want you.
Promo code Lummy.
And so,
oh no,
what I want to say, Lummy, is I'm good with that. But it's going to be all money collected for said endorsements. Our deal, me and yours deal.
Yes.
Outside of your paycheck, is I get 90% and you get 10, and you want the listeners to know that you're perfectly good with that, and we negotiated in good faith.
I'm perfectly good with that.
And we negotiated.
We negotiated in good faith with our lawyers here.
Did you know with our one lawyer who was pulling heavily for you and advising you not to take the deal?
Yes.
And you overrode his decision nonetheless, and said, no, 90-10 is good with me, buddy.
Give it back to Papa.
Okay.
Give it back to Papa. So, okay, so.
And perfecting this lead's going to be a 10 and had a 90%.
What's that now again?
Yeah. I said me perfecting this lead is not going to be good.
Okay. Now, Lummy, this is Get Super Beats, okay?
They're a great client from Human with two ends.
Slow down, buddy. So this client is Super Beats.
Yes.
They're fairly new. We just got them a couple months ago. Now we've done really, really well. Like a lot of the Bubba Army have gone out and got these Super Beats.
Yes.
Dan likes them. Brian likes them. They're even Anna, being the, what are you, vegetarian, the vegan kicker?
Yep.
Yeah. She likes them. Mm-hmm. Dan eats them. And Lummy, so it looks like they're going to be a good client. They also have some different. If the main company is Human, HUMANN. They make other stuff like a Nero deal, and they make just a lot of different products that we're going to probably start endorsing. But Super Beats is our first one, nonetheless, that we're doing with them. We're still in the Super Beat phase. But Lummy, we're getting ready to get some more business with these great people.
Great, awesome.
And so I wanted to give you an opportunity to do an endorsement for these people, knowing that they're one of our best clients right now.
Yes.
And knowing that, you know what better way to treat a new client, and then to give him an option. Be like, listen, Bubba does your reads, and you guys get a pretty good response. But would you like to? The Bubba Show has informed us that they're now offering Lummy for endorsement purposes.
Oh,
I mean, that's a pretty big thing. It's a pretty big deal when the network's now offering you as a paid talent to endorse a product. That's
huge.
That bears a big shoulder of responsibility as he takes a sip of his Miller Lite.
As Brian is pimping me out for birthday parties online right now.
Yeah.
All those
trade shows too.
Lummy, all of those deals go what?
Through you, 90-10.
Well, hold on, that's all you need to say, Lummy. Everything 90-10 except for your paycheck.
Okay.
I'll still let you keep that.
Oh, thank you, Bubba. I appreciate that.
But all other opportunities, that are going to be spoke about on these airwaves are going to be 90-10. Okay, buddy?
Yes, sir.
And so this is Super Beats.
Yes.
They're one of our best clients, and we're going to give them an option because we're a really good, we're a good client in the fact that you now have another alternative. You have Lummy as your potential spokesperson.
Oh, boy. I'm ready. Yep.
Oh, boy.
We wouldn't be super serving the customer, Bubba, if we didn't tell our great listeners about Super Beats.
Okay, hold on. We're getting ready here. Ready?
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Lummy Super Beats, take one, in action.
Bubba, we want to be super serving our great clients in superbeats.com, part of a company, Human, with two N's, Humann. We are going to be doing some other products from them very soon. But currently we have the Super Beats, the heart chews. Brian takes them. Bubba, you take 2 to 4 a day. I take 2 every morning. Dr. Dan loves them. Anna loves them. They're plant-based, non-GMO, no artificial sweetener. Great chew. It helps your heart. It's a heartfelt reason to support your blood pressure. In fact, more than half the U.S. population would benefit from blood pressure support. I know I want to watch Little Walker go up, and one way I can do that is to keep my blood.
Maybe you could take them being responsible, and then you can call them up and say, what's the youngest that a person can take them? Because maybe I want to get my kid on these as quickly as I can.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to help me watch Walker grow up and keep my blood pressure down so I don't have a heart attack.
If you didn't take Super Beats, maybe Walker would lose his father.
That's right.
So,
but I'm taking them every day at 6 a.m.
Keep your family together and make sure the father of your family takes Super Beats so that your son and daughter can have a dad.
That's right.
Man, that's some pretty strong marketing, right? If you're kind of on the fence, Lummy, about whether you want some Super Beats or not, that might just put you right on over, wouldn't
it? That's right. Yeah. And if you
sorry, Lummy, I made your endorsement.
Made a great point.
I made your endorsement actually funny.
Yeah, you made a great point.
So sorry. Go ahead. Back up. Continue number one. Go ahead. Super Beats. Get superbeats.com.
And if you pair it with a healthy lifestyle, the antioxidants in Super Beats are clinically shown to be nearly 2 times more effective at promoting normal blood pressure than a healthy lifestyle alone.
That shows you how long you went over, Lummy, and didn't even get hardly any of the data done at all. The song already run out.
And with over 30,000 5-star reviews and counting, Super Beat heart chews are having their moment. They're outselling Bounty paper towels on Amazon.
All right, let me just jump right on down to the final line. The last little bit there. I think you organically got get superbeats.com. I think you organically kind of shoestrung it into that.
Yes, I did. Superbeats.com.
That word salad that you just put together. So now for the final kicker, and I think you got the disclaimer in there as well.
Yes.
So now for the big high spot, let's kick out and go home, kid. Ready? Go ahead.
Double your potential with Super Beats heart chews. Get a free 30-day supply of Super Beats heart chews and 15% off your first order by going to getsuperbeats.com and using promo code Bubba.
Don't they ask you to spell that?
Yeah, that's the next one.
All right, go on. So,
that's get GET super SUPER beats BEETS.com. Promo code Bubba BUBBA. GetSuperBeats.com today. Use promo code Bubba. Thank you, Human Superbeats. Great client, and we're going to be doing a lot more for him. And thank you for Bubba Army for supporting our great clients. Now over to you, Bubba.
I think he did as good as could be expected.
Thanks, Brian.
Damn, Lummy. I mean, it was not going so good.
Yeah.
And then you just brought it home. I mean, you were really doing bad, and then you just hulked up, tore your shirt off, and tore the house down, Lummy. Give yourself I don't know, what would you consider that, Lummy? Like a real super good one? Like what category do we got? What's better than a pop? Do we got better? I mean, definitely it was a pop, but is there anything else? Like
I nailed it.
A pop with an attaboy backside.
I don't know. Do we got anything a pop? I mean, let me look. I'm trying to help you.
There you go.
only
Multiple
got
points.
A pop and an honest 8 point, and your fan markouts are only positives.
No,
I'll give myself a pop.
Just make it just make it a single pop. Okay, that's all we got.
Thank you, Bubba.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
It is.
I'm here for the sponge.
Mate, it's all about mate.
It's got to be Bubba. I laugh so hard.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
I'd be loving that fucking commercial, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, you actually.
Made a segment out of their commercial.
Let me get that.
I'll get that over to
That whole deal.
Okay.
So Jess Kim wants you for December 17th.
Oh, okay. That's Kim?
Yeah.
Drunk Kim?
Yeah.
Just Kim.
What?
I'm booking Lummy out, $250 an hour. Plus travel and a per diem.
What, Miller Lights?
What's Lummy's appearance fee?
$250 an hour. 2 hour minimum.
And then that's just for Lummy to come and hang out at your party?
Birthday parties. He'll do whatever once he's there.
What's that?
He'll do whatever you want once he's there. I mean, he's yours to use and abuse. You want to put him in a dunk tank? Fine. You want to play pin the peg in the hairy guy? Fine.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Are you listening to the show?
It's Kimmy's 50th coming up. That's why she wants Lummy there. Striptease? Fine. 8223 to paint Gruber Lips house? Fine.
But I was seeing you're having an echo now.
$250 an hour.
Super weed.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yes, he'll play a cop and strip. Yes, he'll mow your lawn. You've got Lummy, $250 an hour, 2 hour minimum. It's a great side hustle for you, Lum.
And go call Brian's friend's office.
Yeah, they have to call me to get to you. I don't want you inundated. You've got to worry about the show. You've got way too much going on to be taking calls during the day about, your schedule, and that will ruin it with Bubba if you mess up something on the show because of your appearances.
Yes, thank you, Brian.
Lummy, don't you think maybe he's trying to fucking set you up?
Yes, he is, bro. He is. I'm trying not to take the bait, Bubba. He's talking loud enough so you hear it.
Now, but in your mind, these are pretty good deals, Lummy? Like,
I know.
How many deals you got in book so far, Brian?
5.
No, for real.
10-4-23. 8-2-23.
Hold on, stop.
6-10-23.
Hold on.
12-17 for drunk Kim's birthday.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
This needs to be on the air.
Send me to Georgia for Group Phillips.
Well, if he wants to pay, travel too. It's $250 every hour that you're gone.
Oh.
From portal to portal, baby. I mean, we have to work on like an overnight fee. That's what escorts do. They don't charge their full hourly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
Yeah. They don't charge their full hourly rate for overnights. Like they may get you for $400 an hour, but if you got 24 hours, you're not paying $400 an hour. You get a discounted block rate.
Right, up with the knowings of what the.
Yeah, like we give discounts to overnighters.
3-star hotel minimum though.
Good. I thought you were going to negotiate. I stay at their house.
No. Well, that's extra.
But Lummy, don't forget. So if somebody booked you out for 3 hours, that's $750, right?
Yes.
And that say that, they have to throw in like another $50, travel fee deal. Brian will determine that. So so you get like 800, you get $80 of that.
No, on the personal appearances, he's got to get a bigger cut.
Now hold on, no.
Look at
Listen,
Brian's just trying to.
Brian, we cut a deal
On the on-air stuff.
No,
Because he's already working for you. But this is his own personal time.
This is
He's working against you now.
anything other than salary, anything other than his 5 hours of on-air
Let him have
time.
25% for personal appearances.
No, we cut a 90. Lummy, it was a 90-10 split across the board.
Across the board.
I mean, if you want to check the tape, it was a 90-10 split. So like if he goes out and does an appearance, 80-10.
But whatever they tip you is yours.
Yeah, I would have to talk to Bubba.
No tipping.
Yeah, there's no tipping.
No tipping.
Why not?
I mean, they can tip through the appearance.
You're only getting $25 an hour.
They could send Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App.
I had you with my, when I was your agent, and you're losing 10% to me because I'm booking all this shit.
What? Whoa,
So hold on. You're 10%. Like you could go do that, and I get $720, and he gets $80.
No. I get 10 of the whole nut. And then you guys get what's left to split up.
Don't put the 10% on the front.
I'm booking it.
No, I mean...
That's the way my fees always work. It's the whole amount. I don't take
Okay, since you're booking it and you're dealing with the logistics, then I'll give you 10 points on the very front.
Yeah.
Okay?
And then you and Lummy
So like
split
it would
the
be
back.
like if it was an $800 gig,
I get
it would,
80.
the first 10%, the first $80 is yours.
Under this scenario,
So So hold on, So hold on, Lummy. That means Lummy, you get $72.
And Babyface is making more than me.
You're making 72. You're making $72.
Brian's my dad, and he's cut. What's his name? Webster. Gary Coleman.
You're giving Bubba 90%. Like, that's your deal. It's not my fault. That's my deal. You made a terrible deal.
I don't remember making this deal with you.
No, then I'm not going to book it. Then you figure it out.
Let me check the fucking tape.
I know. Brian's just wiggling himself in here for more money.
No, I mean, listen. If he's going to do all the booking and shit, he deserves 10%.
You know,
and if you're going and doing all the work,
yeah,
you deserve 10%. And
I'm out in the car listening to Bubba the Love Sponge. Oh. Love you guys.
Gotta be Bubba.
Wondering who he's going to yell at next.
Yeah.
People from all facets of life can relate to this show, and that's why I like it.
I love it. I can't get enough.
Bubba the Love Sponge. Exactly.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Man, this bizarro world that we live in. Why would you not want to go to one of our forums? Kick, Rumble, YouTube, now Twitter as well, all at The Bubba Army, and listen to the show via our streaming services because you can hear Hot Mic. Now, you can also go to Bubba Army Radio. I don't think TuneIn. I think TuneIn plays the commercials of the affiliates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think TuneIn plays the Hot Mic. Do they?
I think they play a little bit of the commercials. It will depends if how you listen to it, because some people do listen tune in through the Bubba Army.
If you listen to like Florida Man Radio, things like that. So anyway, make a long story short, if you're not listening to our Hot Mic segment, you've got to somehow find a way. However you listen to the show, you're going to have to be able to try to figure out how to listen to the Hot Mics, and those are when we break down the 7 times that we break. And we're gone for 6 minutes and 20 seconds while you're hearing regular commercials on your radio station. If you are listening to us on by the various means that I spoke of earlier that I want to go through again, you can hear what we're talking about in the on air. I'm sorry, in studio but off air, like talking about just life or just whatever, just the way people talk at work when they're not on the air. You know, obviously,
As you do.
There's some things that we can talk about on the air. Then when we turn the mics, it's like showbiz. And then when you turn the mics off, now we can kind of say, hey, Lummy, whatever. Man, the conversations we have, Lummy, we've now negotiated you down to 90-10%. Lummy, first of all, unbeknownst to me, and I can't make this very long, this is going to have to go over to the after show. All of this, Lummy, we're going to open the after show up with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't even necessarily know that I'm going to get it. I'll give you a small little. I'll give you the tip of what we're talking about right now.
And get the shaft during the after show.
You're going to get the shaft and the testicles and maybe
the testicles.
and maybe
sticking it all.
You're going to get. I'm going to get you pregnant.
That's what, from fun to scary, real quick.
You're just going to get the tip now, but I'm going to get you pregnant over at the other place. Okay.
Okay.
Get ready. And so, here's the tip. And if you want to get pregnant, come over to youtube.com/the Bubba Army, or Facebook, or Lummy, or BubbaArmyRadio.com, or the Bubba Army app. So come over there. The water's warm.
What are you giggling about over there, Brian?
Don't worry about him, Lummy. Worry about your own self.
I'm reading chat and I'm just thinking to myself how you're. Never mind. It's funny.
So Brian starts a side hustle.
Word for it.
All of a sudden, I get ready. By the way, we're getting ready to leave the show. So sorry. Go to our other places to hear. Again, I'm going to tip you. I'm going to tip you nice. But you're going to want those shaft, and you're going to want to. Well, you're going to want to get knocked up, is what you're going to do.
Yeah.
So come and get knocked up, and we're going to do. We'll start the mating process exactly at 10:30. So Lummy, it's a hard 10:30. Okay.
Yes, 10:30.
You know what? We should put the after show on Twitter too. Shoot, don't you think?
Yep. I was just texting Rhett that, and he says, "Yeah, if you want to, let's do it."
Thanks, Lummy.
No problem.
So first of all, Lummy, what was the? I gotta go here, but what was the official scorecard of today?
Today's champion would be Babyface at +4.
+4.
Dang.
That's a strong. Like when's the last time somebody had a +4 for the day? Again, you're supposed to have all this stuff calculated right there in your New Testament.
Looks like the closest that it has been was.
Is the +4 a record?
It looks like it is a record. Closest looks like it was.
Will you secure these stats for?
Yeah, I will do that after the show.
So I have the highest and lowest scores ever in the history of the show so far.
Right.
You got range.
It's pretty good.
So for today specifically, what do you have? Lummy, take it away.
I have Babyface at +4, Lummy +2.
Lummy, you are a +2.
Yeah, +2.
All the turmoil you went through today.
I still rose above it.
+2 is a big turnaround.
Anna +1.
Yes.
And Rhett -4.
Ugh.
Oh, Rhett. Not a good showing from you today. What did he do to piss me off today? I forget.
You want to be
He left
reminded?
in the middle of a segment.
Oh, yeah.
And cleaned up some water.
He's trying to talk about Twitch and you left to pick up the spill.
He's like your online content expert. Brought up the subject and left.
You might want to find us via hot mic because of Anna's parenting. Oh my God, every
Can't
break.
help it, Bubba. It's just.
She's got
it's
Bubba
embedded in me
Tourette's.
now.
She does. Like
I sing the songs in my car alone to you.
Like on the air, she
As
doesn't.
you, I mean.
She does it a little bit on the air, but off the air, like she'll want to say a bad word about somebody on chat, and so she turns into me.
Yeah.
I dumped that. I don't necessarily think that was necessarily enunciated as clearly as it could have been. So sorry.
It's okay.
So Lummy, nonetheless, that. Thank you for the scorecard.
Yes, no problem.
Tomorrow, Friday, we'll have a complete week rundown, will we not?
Yes, we will.
No, so what you have to do, Lummy, like 5 minutes before the show, then you're going to have to calculate it all together based on Friday's day input. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
I'm going to have it all ready to go.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Thank you.
I got my abacus.
So as I say goodbye, and we're going to give you the tip, here's what Brian has started. Brian has started because Lummy absolutely nailed the Super Beats endorsement. We're already hearing back from our sponsors that it's going to be a mass exodus for Bubba to be your spokesperson. We want Lummy to be our spokesperson. We want that slow adult feel. I mean, listen, as much as, like for instance, Brian, the Victoria's Secret deal, used to be just the hottest of chicks. Now they're putting big girls on there, right?
Not anymore.
Well, maybe
not even girls.
Maybe clients are like, maybe we don't want the sharp, smooth talking guy. We want the slower adult feel, right?
Yeah, we're going for a certain audience.
Yeah, but that means
American.
Yeah, the average American, they're like, oh my God, that guy's so cute. That guy's so funny. Oh my God, I like that guy. going to do whatever that guy tells me to do. I'm going to buy this. You know what? I don't even need heart shoes, but I'm buying some. I like that guy. He's stupid and slow, but he's so lovable.
Got good blood pressure.
So Brian now is booking Lummy for birthday parties and bar mitzvahs and appearances,
trade shows,
and mowing grass.
and yard work. It doesn't matter. You want to pay him? Pay him.
So like if I needed my back lawn mowed and I wanted to pay $250 an hour, I could hire Lummy to come and mow my back lawn. Or if I just want him to sit, in my patio in his underwear and drink Miller Lights with me, as long as I'm paying $250 an hour with a $50 transportation fee. Lummy is bookable.
Lumpy is too.
Is Lummy bookable, Brian? Are you setting up that template?
Lummy is open for business. We've got a clear calendar. So we got about 8 dates that people in chat want.
And you already got 8 bookings. We're gonna get into your bookings and how people can book you. I'm tipping you now.
Thank you. George Zimmerman, 25 on the Venmo.
Including every time you go out, Brian makes about 5% more than you.
Perfect. Thank you, Brian.
You cut your own deal.
Thanks for letting me finish. You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Co-host and show historian, Lummox.
Co-host, Anna Hummel.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire, of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra, of Council.
Rhett, the Filthy Ginger, video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
And for everything else, go to thebubbaarmy.com.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello.